Everybody knows that all the people don't have liberties, all the people don't have freedom, all the people don't have justice, and all the people don't have power, so that means none of us do.
Hey, what's going on, family? This is Tariq Nasheed, and I'm out here in the beautiful city of Washington, D.C., and I want you to join me this June 15th, 2024, for the Rally for Reparations Juneteenth celebration right here in Freedom Plaza. We came here to Freedom Plaza a few years ago. We turned up, turned out. It was a phenomenal event, and we're coming back to do it again, and we want to see you here. This year, we're going to have so many phenomenal speakers. We're going to have me hosting. We're going to have Brother Reza Islam, Sister Vicky Dillard, Greg Marcel Dixon, Black Alpha, Afro Elite, Dr. Randy Short, Dr. Mayat, and a very special music performance by hip-hop legend Big Daddy Kane. So family, you do not want to miss this. Come enjoy your foundational Black American heritage and celebrate it at the Rally for Reparations right here, Juneteenth celebration. For more information, go to rallyforreparations.com. That's rallyforreparations.com. We will see you here.
They not like us. They not like us. What it is, y'all. Certified foundational Black Americans. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What time is it, y'all? It's our time, and they already know what it is. Yes, indeed. Let me see where you at, family. Let's go. Let's let them know what it is. Foundational Black American roll call. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? We in the building, in the place. Here we go. Here we go. Non-stop. FBA all day, we win, knockout, but they already know that part. What it is, y'all. Certified foundational Black Americans, Black Alpha Network. We in the building, in the place. Certified salute. That's what it is. Let's go. Hey, the Black American summer has begun. What do we see? Boston's in here, Seattle ready for it, North Carolina ready for it, Louisville, Kentucky. East Coast, I see you. NYC, all the way up and down. Baltimore, I see you all the way up and down. Bay Area in the building. That's what it is, y'all. Let's go to work. Columbus, Ohio, I see you. Buckeyes, Los Angeles is in the building. Yes, indeed. The whole DMV's in the building. You know when the DMV's in here, it's on and popping. Greenville, I see you too. Let's do it. Miami in the building. I got another Columbus. They not like us. FBA versus the world. Yes, indeed, all the way around. Black American summer, y'all. Black American summer is in full effect, full swing. There's going to be some microphone checking. There's going to be a Juneteenth celebration. There's going to be a rally for reparations. And it's going to be certified all the time, all across the board. Anybody, and I'm saying this right now, anybody who wants some smoke, anybody who got a problem, anybody who gets in our way, they're going to get G-checked. Anybody. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you're from. I don't care if you're talking about what's up, brother. I don't care if you're saying we all in this together, brother. I don't care where you from. If you get in the way, you tether, you latch on, you blend, you swirl, you twist, you turn. If you get in the way of foundational Black Americans, you're going to find out that it starts with us. It ends with us because we are the culture. That part. Goddamn. I'm turned up if you can't tell. I'm turned up and I'm ready to go, family, because we've been talking about this since when, y'all? Everybody, how long we've been talking about this summer? Very rarely do you get a time frame where we're able to do what we are about to do, okay? You're talking about an election season. You're talking about you got one candidate that is 347 years old and the other guy is 348 years old. Neither one of these parties want to give us our tangibles, so we're going to vote for the couch. Yes, indeed. You got folks running around here saying that they 50-50 co-created this, that, and the other thing with foundational. They about to get microphone checked. You got folks running around here calling FBA Akadas and all types of different names. And they are about to have some reverse immigration and flee on back to their homeland. So when I say Everybody is on deck. When I say that this is the certified era, when I say that this generation, remember you heard it right here first with me, Black Alpha, this is the reparations generation. This is the reparations generation. You had your indigenous era. You had the slavery era. You had Reconstruction. You had civil rights. And right now, this is the reparations generation. And it don't matter about your age. If you are a living, breathing, foundational Black American, on code, on point, on game, putting in work, then you are a part of the reparations generation. And we are all a part of it. That's why we done did more in the last few years than they did in the last 50, the last 100. It's our time, y'all. It is our time. Yes, Black Alpha, I stay turned up. All I know is 100 miles an hour. They was going too slow back in the day. They was moving too slow, and that's why now we got to do the regulating. You feel me? They was going too slow. They was waiting to get tangibles. They was waiting to get what's theirs. They was waiting to put in that FBA flag. No, we got to make up for lost time. And the only way we can make up for lost time, family, is to go ahead and drop that FBA top back, all gas, no brakes, as we go down this foundational Black American highway on our way to the bank, on our way to the tangibles, on our way to the MONEY. That is what we're doing, y'all. And it's a beautiful thing. And I'm glad to be a part of it. I'm glad I got all of y'all in here. The Black grassroots, we changing the world. For the first time ever, the Black grassroots is in control of Black America. Ain't that something? Think about it, y'all. It used to be the boule. It used to be the Democratic Shields, the tap dancers, the COONs. Everybody was in control of Black America. Within the last 5 years, and I'm talking about because of you. Yeah, don't let nobody tell you what's different. It is because of every single one of y'all why the game has changed. Something happened. They was trying to give us the African Americans, and on the way to that, the FBA showed up. They was on their way to can we all get along? And then when they got there, Certified Black Society showed up. When they was on some yes we can, we was on some hell to the no. When they were saying we done come so far, we were saying y'all not like us. So there's been a change. And it's because of the Black grassroots. Brothers and sisters are standing together. Yes, indeed. Young and old. It don't matter. I don't care if you 20 years old. I don't care if you 70 years old. If you want code, you want code. You know how many times people write me and they be in their 80s and they be like, man, I've been waiting for this new generation. We here now. You know how many times I see people say, I sat back and watched all these folks abuse our community. I seen all these tethers fly into our community, tell us that we not real Black folks, tell us that we can't get along. We are brothers. Now it's funny, family. The same person who used to call us a Kata, now they saying that we brothers. The same folks who said we's not Black, now they saying we all Black. Which one is it? Let me tell you what changed the game. The Black grassroots and the reparations generation. We have changed the game. You're right. Yes, indeed. The FBA family tree. And it don't matter where you from. It don't matter where you from. If you're a part of the FBA family tree, we don't split that up. All right. Let's make this clear. I don't care if you from New York City. I don't care if you from LA. I don't care if you from Chicago, Detroit, or you right down here with me in Georgia. I don't care if you in Louisiana, Arkansas, Alabama, North Carolina, South Carolina. We are all a part of the FBA family tree, and we don't break that up. No, that is all that tribalism, all that stuff that go on in the other communities. We have our own thing. You feel me? Our own thing. We move in our own accord at our own leisure, and we do what the hell we want to do. And that's why everybody's mad right now. That's why everybody's pissed off. So these folks who've been flying into the country, trying to hate on us, trying to replace us, ain't gonna happen. All these folks who come around us, they want to hug little Black kids, go to Black churches and two-step and get us to vote blindly, ain't gonna happen. And all these folks who think that the reparations generation has slowed down, tired down, and we about to fall back, hell to the no. Family, are we not stronger now? Are we not stronger today than we were last year? Think about last year. I want you to put that in your mind. Think about last year. And think about where we were last year, and I want you to think about where we are now. I want you to think about 3 years ago. Think about 5 years ago. Family, we all a part of it. I'm telling you, we sit back and we watch Dr. Martin Luther King. We watch Malcolm X. We watch Huey Newton. We watch Bobby Seale. We watch Fred Hampton, Kathleen Cleaver. Family, they watching us now. They watching us. 50 years from now, they're going to be watching this generation. And let me tell you what they're going to say. They're going to say that is the generation that changed everything. That's the generation that was out with the old, in with the new. We got out all that sucker, punctified energy, and we put in some certified foundational energy. And now all of our kids and their kids' kids and their kids' kids are going to be able to sit back, pop their collar, and count through the money. It's because you were putting in work. I was putting in work. We were putting in work. And we got past all the naysayers and we stood on lineage business. That part. Now, family, there's only one reparations rally. There's only one. There's only one. That's it. And the one that we're talking about is on June 15th in Washington, D.C. And it is hosted by our good brother, my big brother, Tariq Nasheed. And it's going to have a plethora of great speakers. And we're going to have performances. And so many beautiful foundational Black Americans are all going to be there. And we are going to set the precedents that we have already set. We're going to pull out a pen and we're going to rewrite the shit that they rewrote. You understand? And we're going to put our flag right there. And we're all going to have a great time. We're going to network. We're going to build. We're going to work together. And the whole damn world is going to see that without a shadow of a doubt, foundational Black Americans are in full command. And there ain't a damn thing they can do about it. So, you know, whenever we do something certified, you got to have people trying to do something counterfeit. Anytime we do something that is authentic, you got to have somebody doing something that is artificial. When we do real, they do fake. So what do you see now, family? What do you see now? Now you see people coming up in here and they trying to have Tether reparations. Yeah, a Tether reparations convention. Does that make any goddamn sense? You notice, though, by the way, they don't never have these Tether reparations way over in Africa. They never in Jamaica. They never anywhere other than right here in America. Because we are the ones who set the groundwork. That's why we are the foundation. See, foundation doesn't just mean the foundation of America, as in the borders within these 50 states. It's the foundation of the culture. It's the foundation of the energy, of the frequency, of the vibes. Everything that we do is the foundation. So this is why we are moving along. So you got Tethers coming in, having Tether reparations. We gonna regulate them. Because family, do you know what they trying to do? They're trying to put a Tether face on reparations. We knew it was coming. We too strong right now for them not to do this. They're going to try to have a Tether reparations convention every year. Ain't going to work. They had one. It was at a damn church. There's probably about 40 people in there. All right. About 40 of them. And if you guys remember, back in November, I went down to Atlanta and we crashed the first one. Yes, we did. And family, let me tell you something like this. Do you know that these people are so damn desperate? And we say that they're tethers, right? Let's think about the definition of a tether. Somebody who wants to latch on and steal the energy from foundational Black Americans, right? Check this out. They're running ads for that little Tether National Convention talking about reparations. And do you know a good, sources I have out here in the streets, hit me up. Sister Miriam, certified salute. Kid Gravity, certified salute. I don't mind. We FBA family trees. I'm going to put the sources there. They hit me up like, Black Alpha, did you see this footage? They're using ads for the Tether National Convention, and they put your face on it. The same exact time that everybody knows that I'm going to be right there repping foundational Black America on June 15th in Washington, D.C., going to be on the main stage and put it down. These tethers are trying to use FBA to the point that they literally put me in one of their ads, and I'm going to show it to you. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Then you also have people coming around saying that foundational Black Americans, we are the supremacists of the diaspora. I'm going to show it to you. Then you got a bunch of two-bid whack-ass rappers running around here trying to claim that they're about reparations and they're going to push it forward. I'm going to show that to you. So this is the receipt table, and this is the FBA family tree. So all of that's going to be lined in. Right now, today, we about to go to work, FBA style, certified Black style. Y'all smash that like button, Black Alpha Network. If you're not motivated within this first 15 minutes, then you ain't ever going to be motivated. We are turned all the way up to the max, and the Black American summer has officially begun. Let's go to work, y'all. So when you see these people running around and they talking all this nonsense, they literally have to take what we do and then try to make it theirs. They literally have to come out here and go through a range of emotion. They having tether temper tantrums. And tonight we're going to put an end to all of these tethers, family. All of them is gone. It's over with. We're not playing games with the tethers no more. No more. We ain't playing no games with them. The tether temper tantrums. We seen these folks tell us that we's not real Black. We seen these folks tell us that y'all needs to go home Makatas. We seen these folks say we'd rather come over there and be next to the W man. Don't you go marrying no black man. Don't you marry no black woman. Stay away from the Akatas. We seen about 6 or 7 different faces for them. And then when we said we gonna stand on lineage business, we getting reparation. Now everybody want to be FBA. Now everybody wants to be black. They out here talking about an Afro descendant. What the hell is an Afro descendant? What is an Afro descendant? How long does it take for you to be a foundational black American, to go through an ethnogenesis for hundreds to thousands of years before you become an American? Nobody will take our citizenship and our claim to the United States of America away from us. Put that on paper, write that down. It'll never happen. Everybody wants to get us to drop the flag so they can pick it up. Because trust me, when they tell Black Alpha to drop the flag, they're going to pick it up and they're going to start waving it. When they tell Beyonce, drop the flag, then all of a sudden they're going to be waving the flag. They're only trying to get you to drop it so they can pick it up. Because in reality, while we sitting here, they trying to flee here. While we sitting here grinding, now they want to come. Never came before. Didn't come there in the civil rights era. Didn't come there in slavery. Didn't come when it came to Trayvon Martin, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd. No. When I was down in Jacksonville at the hate crime, I didn't see nobody from the diaspora. I only seen FBA. So all of a sudden, when you start talking about money, these people want to show up. The Tethers are being put down tonight. The Tethers are being canceled tonight. And we putting in work. And it's been a hell of a time, family. I just got back from doing a little work in South Carolina. And I'm telling you right now, in South Carolina, we put in some work. And we're going to do the same exact thing right now today. So when you start talking about some folks who's dusty, let me go ahead and tell you, I want y'all to go ahead and duck, because you might smell the must through the screen, family, because I'm going to show you the lines that these people are trying to run on us. This right here is Tether dust ball number 1. And I want y'all to see the way they talk about us. But it's the same time we telling them that they not like us. Deal with it.
Can we have a conversation about FBAs? Because at the end of the day, y'all are actual walking contradictions. If you are FBA and you claim to be an FBA, you uphold white supremacy. You do. You uphold it society-wise because you do it towards Caribbean and African people. You uphold it very sexist-wise because a lot of FBAs don't actually like to hear black women speak. Can we actually talk about that? How a lot of FBAs are actually men, and how the men who don't like to hear what we have to say, and the FBA women who are out there, they don't want to hear it either because they have internalized misogyny. At the end of the day, y'all are holding bits and pieces of standards that are all lumped up into white supremacy. All of it. You cannot battle white supremacy and then uphold it in the same sentence. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't. You cannot say that you are fighting white supremacy while you are calling Caribbean and African people tethers or teethers or whatever the fuck the shit means. Whatever the fuck it is. It doesn't solve anything. It doesn't help the black community either. And what I also noticed with a lot of SBAs, y'all don't do shit for the black community. Y'all have all this opinion and all this talk, but with nothing to back it up with. Just hatred. Just straight, plain hatred. Y'all are following another 50-year-old man's views. He's not even a politician. He has nothing behind him that is worthy of this follow besides being an internet personality. Y'all are listening to a person who do this shit for clout. Y'all are the weakest link of black people because y'all are so easily influenced. So easily influenced. You're literally no better than the Caribbean African people who do hold prejudices against black Americans. You're no better. You cannot call out those people by doing the same thing to those people. Like y'all walking literal like hypocrites. Y'all don't even notice it. It's how hypocritical y'all really are.
Freeze. First off, if you're going to talk about FBA, be able to speak in English, all right? Hypocritical, okay? Go ahead and take some English classes. And by the way, speaking of English classes, what the hell are you talking in English for in the first place? You notice that these people come over here and they talk about foundational black Americans speaking in English. How come y'all should be talking about FBA and we shouldn't even be knowing what you're saying? You should be talking in Swahili. Talk some of them little lingos from your tribe. Talk some of that stuff that's going on over there. You know, the same type of lingo that y'all use to separate each other. You know, the same words that y'all use to split each other up, the same things you use to allow the colonizers come in, because you can't get along with the person on this side of the village. You can't get along with the person on that side of the village, the person on this side of the desert, the person on this side of the water well, the person on this side of the giraffe, the person on this side of the zebra. You can't get along with no goddamn body. But then you come over here and you want to start talking about foundational Black Americans. Let me tell you this. Every single one of y'all in the chat has done more for the Black race than anybody in modern history from Africa. Said it. Because at the very minimum, you have contributed to the race that everybody wants to be a part of and the lineage that sparked all that. When people are over in Japan, they're not over there doing no Nigerian dances. They're over there doing the Memphis juking, all right? Yeah, straight out of Memphis, Tennessee. Yes, indeed. When you see people rapping over there, way on the other side of the earth, they're doing that because of FBA. Ain't nobody on the planet trying to be like anybody from Africa. Africa is seen as international beggars. You literally have an immigration crisis in every single major country in Africa, and they're fleeing to every single major country where there are W's. Think about that. You let the colonizer come into your homeland. He colonizes you in your homeland. Then you try to flee and run to his homeland. You're jockbod. Y'all know what jockbod means. They get mad at us. Don't get mad at FBA for speaking the facts, y'all. FBA only says what it is. We say that they flee, and then they say they jockbod. Jockbod means flee. So you guys are fleeing. Don't get mad. All we do is put receipts on the table. All we do is diagnose your actions and your behaviors. This is what you demonstrate. Don't be mad that the world sees you as an international beggar and the world sees us as exceptionalism. Don't be mad at all that. You're dealing with a tether is common jealousy. You're jealous that you literally have all the numbers and you over there getting your ass whooped. You getting your ass whooped. It's basically you got 100 people right here and you got 3 colonizers and the 3 colonizers knock all 100 of them out. And they do it in a matter of seconds. Then they take their watch, they take their chains, they take their jewels, put them on, and then they sell it back to them. And then they say, oh, yes, thank you, master. Yes, please, 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 give me everything that you whoop my ass for, and I'll buy it from you. Yes, matter of fact, you can have it. I won't even buy it. I just give it to you for free because I love master that much. You got a master complex, all right? When you deal with foundational Black Americans, you see what we built, what we created, you see what we're doing right now. And when you look at yourself and you look at your conditions in your homelands, you're speaking English, you're trying to rap like us, sing like us, dance like us. You don't want to admit it, okay? You're trying to find every single colonizer who done came to your homeland. You don't want to admit it. You out here buying hairlines. Family, how sad is it and pathetic when somebody got to buy a damn hairline? You're out here trying to get FBA makeovers, all right? That's the new thing. That's a serious wave going on. Y'all notice this too? Didn't I tell y'all that we G-checking? Didn't I tell y'all that we changing the world? We changing the world to the point, remember, they used to walk around with them damn hairlines. Their hairlines will be way the hell back. Their hairlines used to be doing the rockaway, all right? Their hairlines used to lean all the way back. Now, all of a sudden, when we started checking them hairlines, we start checking that paperwork. Now they want to go down to the nearest beautician. They want to go to goddamn hair club for tethers, all right? And they want to start getting implants. A person to show up yesterday with a hairline is way on the back and then come today with a hairline that's way in the front. Like we didn't just see that happen. Like we didn't just see it. Matter of fact, speaking of a tether, did y'all see Busta Rhymes? Did you see Busta Rhymes? Let's talk about Busta Rhymes for a minute, okay? Or excuse me, Busta without the rhymes. First off, Busta been running around here hating on foundational Black Americans, speaking on our lineage, and found out that his little tour got canceled. Matter of fact, I can't even say it got canceled. His tour got fired on his day off. How the hell your tour get fired on his day off? Somebody explain that to me. I need some help with that one. I need some help. Please explain it to me. Your tour, let me say this, not your. Busta Rhymes, we saying names and dates, okay? Busta Rhymes' tour got fired on his day off. The tour got canceled before it started. The tour got erased before it started, deleted before it started. So what he do like a good tether? Busta jumped on the Missy Elliott train. He jumped on the Sierra train. And by the way, I'm hearing that he's actually going to be the opening act. So what does that tell you? He was running around here talking crazy about FBA. And now this man done went and got him an FBA makeover. He got veneers. He done went got his teeth right. Okay. Eating all that goddamn jerk chicken. Okay, now he said, let me go get my teeth right. He done came back, got his hairline flipped up. And y'all remember another guy that used to do the same thing? What was that guy's name? Okay, Akon. Wasn't he running around here too? He was running around here hating on foundationals too, right? Okay. And then what happened to him? His ass came here one day with a Tether hairline, went and got him an FBA makeover and popped back up. You don't believe it? Let's look at it for yourself. These people are desperate. And we laughing all the way to the bank. Look at that right there, family. These folks are literally getting FBA hairlines. We not going to act like Buster did not get a new hairline last weekend, all right? On Monday, his ass had a hairline that looked like it was straight out the damn jungle. On Tuesday, he ran down to the nearest barbershop, the nearest Tether hair club for men, and got an implant. Stop playing with us. We not playing with you. Hell to the no. So who wants to be like who? Who out here cosplaying who? Who wants to be like the other side? Foundational Black Americans, we not trying to be like you. Foundational Black Americans, we not trying to walk like you. That'd be a damn shame. Hell to the no. Newsflash for everybody out there. We don't need no makeover, all right? We got it good. We don't need no Tether implant, all right? We got good hairlines. We don't need to reduce our foreheads. We don't have Fleedman foreheads. So when you see a Fleedman forehead and you see a Tether hairline, you already know who's coming. And it's going to be one of these tap dancing tethers. That's why they having tether temper tantrums, because FBA got them against the ropes. It was nice and dandy years ago when they could just talk reckless about us and the Africans Americans didn't say nothing, when the Blacks and Browns coalition didn't say nothing, when the minorities didn't say nothing, but we didn't cancel all of that too. So since we canceled that and we canceled them, where they going, what they got next, y'all? They ain't got a goddamn thing but to hate on foundational Black Americans. That part, all the way around. So when people come out here and they start talking reckless about us, they start saying them things. Let's focus on what that little Tether was saying a minute ago, right? This little Tether going to come out here and say some things like, Black Americans, we don't contribute nothing. Black Americans are the only people who have contributed anything. You know what we contributed, family? You can start with the United States of America. If you want to work your way up, okay, we can. But you can start with the United States. That's what I'm talking about. Now, here we go. If you want to take it further than that, we can take it all the way back. Look what this person says right here. This is what this individual gets to speaking of. So when you hear things like this right here, God damn, look at that right there. That's not a good picture at all.
Caribbean African people. You put it very sexist wise because a lot of FBAs don't actually like to hear Black women speak.
Listen to that right there. Did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch that right there? Notice what she was trying to run. She started trying to run the misogyny game. Like FBA is only made up of men. You have FBA as a lineage, which means it's not a group, which means there are just as many foundational Black American men as there are foundational Black American women. That part, real goddamn easy. So look how she's trying to run the supremacist game. What I told you, who talks more like a supremacist than a Tether? They are the extension of supremacy. Every single talking point, the playing victim, the crying, the trying to project, that's everything. When you start dealing with a Tether, you're basically dealing with a Karen. Listen to how she's trying to say FBA men are really just misogynistic. And then watch how she flips it. Now she starts talking about our sisters. Watch.
Can we actually talk about that? How a lot of FBAs are actually men, and how the men who don't like to hear what we have to say. And the FBA women who are
first off, what you mean we? What you mean we? Ain't no damn we.
Are out there, they don't want to hear it either because they and the FBA women who are out there, they don't want to hear it either because they have internalized misogyny. At the end of the day, y'all
caught that, right? Notice how she tried to flip that, right? Notice how she tried to flip that. And even the FBA women out there, they have internalized misogyny. So on one hand, she says that foundational Black American men are misogynistic. Then she flips it and says foundational Black American women internalize it. So she's throwing darts at both of us at the same time, thinking that she gonna get some type of credit or some type of love. We see you coming from a mile away, Tether. We see you coming from a mile away. And exactly, who's we? See, that's the difference. We done got rid of all the we's, and now we focusing on the us. They not like us. That's what it's about. Not they not like we. They not like them. No. They not like us. So she's out here jumping all over the goddamn place, trying to stay on topic because she's going down her tether supremacist guidelines.
Holding bits and pieces of standards that are all lumped up into white supremacy. All of it.
You got somebody who is a puppet of supremacy trying to project it. See, tethers love to project their supremacist mentalities back on foundational Black Americans because they ain't got nothing going for them. We ain't done.
You cannot battle white supremacy and then uphold it in the same sentence. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't. You cannot say that you are fighting white supremacy while you are calling Caribbean and African people tethers.
Shit, you want to bet? Tether, 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 tether. Have we stopped fighting supremacy in the last 3 seconds since I said that? Nope. Looks like we can do both. See, let me tell you something. The difference between us and them, family, we can do a bunch of things at the same damn time. A bunch of things at the same damn time. She says you cannot fight supremacy by calling them tethers. Tethers are a part of supremacy. So with that said right there, she already admitted that foundational Black Americans are correct. You see these people come over here. They participate in supremacy. They get on board with supremacy. They're puppets and they're minions of supremacy. And then she gets mad and says you can't do both. Tether, we still fighting supremacy. Tether, we still out here regulating. Tether, we still holding it down. So I guess we can do both. We right again, you wrong again, Miss Fufu, but it's going to be all right. You going to make it. Maybe.
Or tethers, whatever the fuck the shit means. Whatever the fuck it is. It doesn't solve anything. It doesn't help the Black community either. And what I also noticed with a lot of SBAs, y'all don't do shit for the Black community. Y'all have all this opinion and all this talk, but
freeze, hold up. We don't do nothing for the Black community. There's only a Black community because of us. What have you or your homeland ever done for the Black community? You flee, run, hop, skip, jump, swim to get here to America. We must be doing something good. We must be doing something damn good. The very fact that you want to come over here. Yeah. I always tell people, where would Black people be if there was no FBA? You want to know the answer? Go to where there is no FBA, and then you can see they ain't living too good.
With nothing to back it up with. Just hatred. Just straight, plain hatred. Y'all are following another 50-year-old man's views. He's not even a politician. He has nothing behind him that is worthy of this follow besides being an internet personality. Y'all are listening to a person who do this shit for clout. Y'all are the weakest link of
doing it for clout, and you on TikTok. You on TikTok talking about FBA. You on TikTok talking about the pillars in our community, and you talking about clout. You are a TikTok tether, and you talking about clout. You better TikTok tap dance your ass back to your homeland.
The weakest link of Black people, because y'all are so easily influenced. So easily influenced. You're literally no better than the Caribbean African people who do hold prejudices against Black Americans. You're no better. You cannot.
Nope, we are a lot better. That's what we are. We a lot better. Family, that's really what it boiled down to. It really boiled down to we just better. We are just better. We can sit here and play the game. We can go back and forth. But guess what? Them days is over with. We ain't really on that type of time. We're just better. And we've been doing better. And you can look at our resume, and you can look at what we've done, and you can look at what we've accomplished, and let's just simply compare it. Look at their homeland. You name them. Where you want to go? You want to go to Caribbean? You want to go back to Africa? Like, we can go anywhere, okay? So let's go to their homelands and then compare them to our homeland. We're not fleeing over there. They literally have to beg us, okay? They're out here begging us to come to Africa. We're not begging them. And guess what? The dominant society is not begging them. Who is begging them to come anywhere? Nobody. So you're dealing with people out here who are completely in disarray, don't know what they want, don't know how to get it. All right, you're dealing with disgruntled people. And I would be disgruntled too if I'm out there having mud cakes, okay, and mud cookies, all right? And I'm looking at foundational Black Americans out here building and putting in work. That wouldn't make me feel good, but I wouldn't start to hating. But understand that's a problem, family, that we don't have to deal with. Because when you're exceptional and you're doing your damn thing, you don't have to worry about what the next person's doing. Foundational Black Americans, we over here handling our business. News flash, news alert to all the tethers of the world. FBA is not thinking about you. Proceed. FBA is not worrying about you. Proceed. FBA wakes up every day and we are focused on FBA. See, while y'all been over there hating on us and while y'all been jealous and y'all been hopping on TikTok, we've been over here building, grinding. We've been over here creating a country. We've been over here creating the backbone of the country. I'm talking about physically, mentally, spiritually, in every single aspect and every single element. We have been excellent. So while you've been over there getting colonized, we've been over here putting in work. And I understand how somebody who is putting in work is way up here and someone who's getting colonized is way down here. Remember, y'all, hate goes up and we ain't looking down. When you in front of the line in that FBA drop top, I told you, we in that FBA drop top on our way to reparations. We're not worried about who's behind us, and we don't give a damn how far behind they are. Fix your own problems, and foundational Black Americans, we're going to continue to be great. That part. Remember this right here, family. While they sitting here running around saying that foundational Black Americans are this, that, and the other thing, who is worried about who and who is trying to get to whose homeland? Look at these folks out here begging us. This says, message to the people of the African descent and the diaspora. So whenever they say African descent and diaspora, they're talking about us, all right? They're not talking about each other, fam. They're asking FBA to come back. Notice, they don't ask Jamaicans to come back. They don't ask nobody else to come back. They don't ask Haitians to come back. No, they want us to come back. And whenever they come back, they want us to come back with some money because they can't get it.
Message is for all people of African descent and people within the African diaspora. As a person that was born and raised in Africa, I just want to let you know that I love and appreciate you. I want to let you know that I see you, I hear you, and I feel you. There's been a lot of negativity that's been spewed about how Africans feel about you, and I'm telling you, it could not be further from the truth. And I urge you to go to Africa and find out for yourself.
Look how he started off with a lie, like we don't see it, fam. Look what he just did right there. He said, there's been a lot of lies about people that hate you. Family, we just seen it. Why these folks act like this is the 1700s? You can get on the internet and look at all these people hating on foundational Black Americans. Ain't nobody got to lie about it, Mr. Mutombo. Mutombo, you better go tell that lie to somebody in your village. We literally see videos every single day of them hating on us. And then occasionally we see folks who admit that their own family tells them to stay away from the Akata. So don't tell me that it's a lie. Family, what we doing now in this generation, we getting rid of all that. It's a lie and it's just the news. No, it's you, Mr. Mutombo.
You will be treated with so much love and so much respect and so much compassion because the people out there, they just get it. Welcome home is what they're going to tell you. As a person that was born in Africa, I don't see myself having more rights to Africa than you do. It's the land of your ancestors. You have every bit of right to live there. You have every bit of right to invest there, to vacate.
Oh, what? Wait a minute. Notice he said invest. Notice, see how he tried to flip it on his family? Let me run that back. Notice he said you got the right to live there. You got the right to be there. You got the right to invest there. Bring your money, all your finances. They don't want us back because they love us. They don't want us to go there because we friends and we buddies. They want us back to bring the damn money. That's what it's all about, because in their homeland, they can't get no money. They not talking about reparations in Africa. They talking about our reparations in America. They not talking about building Africa with their own finances and all them damn diamonds that they standing on, all the oil that they standing on. No, you don't fumble the oil bag. You don't fumble the diamond bag. So now you trying to tell foundational Black Americans to bring our American bag. Get your own money, Mutombo. You can't have mine.
And of your ancestors. You have every bit of right to live there. You have every bit of right to invest there, to vacation there. You have every bit of right and responsibility to protect it as is yours, because it is.
Protect it? You're not protecting it. Now, see, they want us to come over there, invest, and protect. But they are not talking about doing any of that yourself. How come Africa ain't protecting Africa? There's colonizers there right now that are literally abusing you in that same land that you came from. It ain't too appealing, Mutombo.
And I want to take this moment to congratulate my brothers and sisters within the African American community. I just want to let you know that you guys have come so far. You guys are so resilient. Ignore all the negative labels that are spewed against you. You guys are the most talented, the most influential group of people in this world, period.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Fam, ain't it funny how they don't even be on the same page? Don't we talk about that all the time, right? They not even on the same page. Fam, you know somebody's capping. You know somebody's lying. You know they fronting. When this person from Africa says, you guys are no good. you guys are liars. You haven't done nothing for the black community. And then this guy right here says, you guys are the best. You guys are the greatest. Everybody wants to be like you. They can't even get their story straight. It's like two people get arrested for robbing a store. This person says he was there. This person said he wasn't. This person said they friends. This person said they not. You notice tethers don't ever have their story together. A tether ain't got their story together. All right. It's the same exact thing going on in their homeland. One person says, we are brothers. Next person says, you are katas. One person says, can't we all be friends? Next person says, stay away from us. This person says, FBA ain't did nothing. And then the very next person that you see says that FBA is so great. What you see right there is somebody who is desperate. I said it. Tethers are getting desperate, y'all. We going into a stage where tethers are completely desperate. We are the ones responsible for it. It was all sweet and dandy. When they was riding around and they was trying to get their money, right? Let's keep it real. Let's be real. They was trying to get our money. See, if they can't get our money by us going there, then they was trying to get our money by being in their goddamn Ubers. But that's another story. They was in Ubers, and before then, they was in taxis. And they was hating on FBA. Now, all of a sudden, family, they want to tell FBA, come on back home and bring that bag with you. No, you ain't getting the bag, Mutombo. The Mutombo bag is not going to get in your hands.
Negative things that are spewed against you are meant to block you from seeing your power, from seeing your light. A lot of people are short-sighted, but I see the bigger picture. I see us harmoniously living together, exchanging ideas and uplifting our communities. We are.
Wait a minute. You see us all living together, being friends? How come we don't see that over there? How come you are talking about you have a vision? This man said he got a vision. He got a tether vision, y'all. If you ain't heard it all already, here you go. This man is saying, I got a vision of all of us living together. Well, then how come that vision ain't happening right now without us there? How come it takes us to come over there for everybody to live together? Where is it at on your own, Mutombo? These people are desperate. This is 1-900, please FBA save me. That's what it is. 1-900, the colonizer is whooping my ass. Come get me today. I need help. I done ran out of Fufu. I done ran out of Jollof. The village is too goddamn hot. And y'all FBA over there being exceptional. He's telling us, don't listen to all the other TikTok tethers. They just trying to confuse you. Please come and save me. Family, I'm about to say something. I'm sorry. Y'all know I'm crazy. And I say whatever the hell I need to say when I need to say it. We FBA, right? We speak our mind. Family, don't this look like the modern day version of those Save the Kids in Africa commercials? Damn, I went there. Yep, and I'll go right on back. Tell me, does that right there not look like the 2024, the modern day, the internet version of Save the Kids in Africa from back in the 1970s and early 80s? You know, $1 a day, 20 cents a day. You can save this little African kid whose land has been colonized. Don't that look like the same version? Only difference is it's going down on the internet. Only difference is it's a grown-ass man. They were trying to get us to give them money back then. Now they're trying to get us to give them money now. Everything revolves around them trying to get money from us. Yep, I'm sorry. Y'all know it. It's true. Y'all laughing because y'all know it's true. You know it's true. Family, we just seen the modern day version of Save the Mutombos. Save the Mutombos today. If you can get over here with $1.55, you can come over here and you can feed Mutombo and the whole goddamn village. They are still making Save the Damn Children commercials. It used to be on television in between your favorite TV show. It used to be on telethons. It used to be We Are the World. Michael Jackson is gone. And they still out here trying to We Are the World. Now they trying to We Are the Tethers. Give us some damn money, some finances. Get over here today, FBA. Come and save us. How you still making those now? How you still making them today? And you expect respect? Respect is earned. It ain't given, Mutombo. And you ain't getting, Mutombo. Not $1 for me, Mutombo. You better get your own, Mutombo. That part. And he was still on there begging. Save the Mutombos, y'all. Somebody save the Mutombos.
So much stronger together. Yes, we have some minute differences in culture, but the things that unite us is so much greater than you can possibly imagine. And I can already hear some of the negative Nancy's trying to say something to divide us further. Don't even try it on this post. I have 530 something different posts. You can go spew all your BS there. I do not care. Not on this one. I will block you faster than you can blink your eye. Don't even play with me. It's been way too many factors.
Don't even play with me. I will block you so fast you won't even be able to blink. Don't you dare play with Mr. Mutombo. He's not playing games today. Not with no one. Notice how he getting mad at all the TikTok tethers. Yeah, look at it, fam. He getting upset right now because that last tether we seen that was talking bad about FBA, that tether is messing up his potential scam. That tether is messing up his potential hustle. Yeah, you got some tether on tether crime going on, y'all.
I do not care. Not on this one. I will block you faster than you can blink your eye. Don't even play with me. It's been way too many factors trying to divide us. We can't afford anybody within our community to continue to spew this nonsense. As always, I love you. I appreciate you. And stay black. Peace.
Oh, and stay black. Oh, if you don't get the hell out of here, Mutombo. Did y'all see that? I didn't even see that. That's the first time I saw that. Did y'all see that? Did that man just say, you guys stay good, you stay right, you stay black, brother, peace. Man, if you don't get the hell out of here, Mr. Mutombo, if you don't stop, when the hell have they ever said anything about stay black? Remember, they don't consider themselves black. Y'all, come on now. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100, y'all. All of a sudden, you talking about we living in harmony. All of a sudden, you talking about we friends. All of a sudden, you talking about blocking all the other tethers. And then you end it with stay black, peace. Man, if y'all do not get the hell out the paint with that one. That man literally said, y'all stay black. You know damn well that is a foundational Black American creation, all right? Stay black. Black is beautiful, and beautiful is always black. There's somebody I know who says that on every broadcast. I'm not sure who he is, okay? But that person who says, stay black, black is beautiful, I'm black and I'm proud, that is a foundational Black American family tree thing, not a Mutombo village thing, not a save the Mutombos, not $1 a day keeps the flies away. Sorry, just keeping it real. So when you see that right there, what do you get in return, y'all? What do you get in return? You get these people out here cosplaying the culture. You got folks out here trying to get us to come back. So what you're seeing now, I said we was putting the tethers down. I told you we was canceling all the tethers tonight. And yes, we are, family. Y'all know how we do things. We don't do anything halfway over here. Everything we do it to the full effect. We're going to get money. We're going to get paid all the way. We're going to regulate all the way. We're not going to half step. That ain't in our culture. So when you start looking at that right there, notice how he was talking reckless about everybody else. So you got a bunch of tethers. What I was told you, you got the people who want to stop our reparations and steal our reparations. And they know if they can't get our reparations here by getting in on our panels, the next thing they want to do is they want to get our reparations, y'all, by getting us to take them over there. If they can't come here and get our money, they want us to go over there with our money. That's what they're trying to do. And as they pull that, we continuously see what's really going on over there. But family, look at this right here. Look at this. This shows you right now what they doing over there. Does that right there, family, look like anything you want to be a part of? Does that right there, family, look like anything that you want some of, family? That right there is what China has been building over there in Africa since 2000. Over 6,000 kilometers of railroad, over 80 large power facilities, 45 sports stadiums, over 130 hospitals and 170 schools, almost 20 ports. You letting somebody come to your homeland and make schools for your children, and you think that that's going to help you out if you have not lost your mind. And this is literally what they're trying to do. Not trying to do, this is what they're doing. You let somebody come over there and build ports. Y'all know what go on with them ports over there. What goes on with the ports over there, family? Over there, every last one of them ports, the Africans don't even have access to them. The Africans ain't got access to their own ports. So how you ain't got access to your own port, but you want us to come over there and support your port? You out your damn mind, Mutombo. You out your damn mind if you believe that. You got somebody coming over there trying to do that. So remember, all right, when Musty Tether number one was trying to tell foundational Black Americans what we have contributed, that's your home continent, homie. That's your home continent. And it don't look too good. It don't look too good. See, what you're seeing is people trying to put a jacket on us that don't fit. Foundational Black Americans, we've been the greatest. Everybody knows that. It ain't no secret. See, here's the thing. It don't matter what a Tether says. Nobody believes them any goddamn way. That's why they're going back to their homeland. And a matter of fact, we all know the history on how they came at FBA in the first damn place. So we've been regulating that. Matter of fact, let's talk about our good brother Khalid Muhammad. Let's talk about that. Y'all remember when somebody asked him this question about Africa? And watch what he says. Fam, the truth about these people has been laid out a long time ago. It ain't no secret. Anybody in the chat right now that is old enough to remember, y'all know brothers and sisters for years been talking about how Africans don't rock with us, how Africans hate on us. It's just the reparations generation that put it on the forefront. We the ones who brought it to the main stage. But way back in the day, people knew how they treated us and all the colonizing that's been going on. Watch right here. Khalid Muhammad talk about Africa. Watch this.
Yes, sir. You have a question.
Yeah. What about the Africans from Africa? Are they going to get any reparation too, or are they part of the movement?
Explain the last part of it. Or are they a part of the movement?
Africans from Africa, like the Senegalese, we see on Confronting, etc. Are they part of the movement?
Africa too must do something for sons and daughters here in the diaspora, in the Western world.
Look at them calling them out. Look at it, fam. You had people trying to weasel themselves into our reparations movement back then. And look at it now. Tell me it ain't the same thing. Ain't nothing new under the sun. And look how our brother put an end to that. He like, hell no. They got to do some atoning their damn self. You can't get our reparations when you responsible for a lot of the harm that came our way in the first place. Hell no. And he breaks it all the way down.
And daughters here in the diaspora, in the Western world. Oh, yes, some of you don't like that. You say Africa don't owe us nothing. Oh, hell, yes, they do. Some continental Africans brag about the slave trade. Some of them say, oh, my father and my great-grandfather was in the slave business. I mean, they're pompous Negroes. And they walk you out and show you everything that they have. Like they little white women or little white men. Just showing you how they acquired it generation after generation because we were in the slave business. What about the richest continent in the world being Africa? We are owed not only reparations, but repatriation. Here we've been begging continental Africa for another passport. Some foolishness about, dual citizenship, which is a joke. But it's hard to even get a passport.
Family, is that not what we saying right now today? Do we not say the same exact thing today, y'all? Come on. This is exactly what we say. Ain't nothing new. The only difference is now we in the generation of today are calling it out aloud. Our brother was speaking on this back then, and we speaking on it today, and it ain't changed. What he said the same exact thing that we've been all saying. We got the same energy, y'all.
You show up in Nigeria and don't have a visa. And we come in with all our African clothes on and African hair. We're just as happy to be home in Africa. And we show up at the airport and some people who look just like us put us back on the plane and tell us you don't have a visa. When the visa system was started by the white man. Oh, yes, it was. We'll talk about it at another point. Started by the white man. White folks can go to Europe. They don't need a pass. They don't need a visa. They can go from one white country to another without a visa. We are the Africans we are members of the African family of the world. Why can't we go to Africa without a visa? Why do these Negro leaders in these African nations, continental African nations, turn down we, the diaspora Africans who come home? So yes, brother, all must get reparations, but they owe us reparations and repatriation as well.
Damn. That receipt's on fire. You know it's something when you put a receipt on the table and the damn receipt is smoking and it's on fire. You know you done said something that's serious. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Look how he just said that, fam. Let's fast forward that. It's the same exact thing that we say. We say, how I need a visa to come home. Imagine you go to college And then when you come home to your parents say you can't come in because you ain't got a visa. You got to have a visa to come home. You got to jump through a hurdle, an obstacle to come home. Let me tell you this. If you need a visa to come home, if you have to jump over a hurdle and an obstacle and climb a barricade to come home, guess what, y'all? You ain't going home. That ain't your home. That part. And he said the same exact thing that we say. They allow all these W's to come to their countries, walk around, dance around, no problemo. But when it comes to foundational Black Americans, we need this, that, this, and the other thing. You feel me? Isn't it funny? And I said this before and I'll say it again. Name me the only people that go to Africa and do not get welcomed with open arms. Name me. Let's be real. Look at your map. Pull out your map. Pull out your atlas. Spin your goddamn globe around and just pick a place. I don't give a damn where it's at. Find one spot, and I guarantee you, wherever you find, you're going to see that those people of that place that your finger lands on, pick a spot. I guarantee you, when you get there, those people go to Africa and have a great time. Great damn time. But who never gets no love when we go over there? Notice that the people that we just showed, China's building all that stuff. They don't be needing all them visas. They don't get met with disrespect. Nope. All the folks who come over from the Middle East, they come over there. They don't get met with disrespect. The W goes over there. You see them all the damn riding on elephants and every goddamn thing. They don't ever get no disrespect. Exactly. Us. Y'all know. And that's why we say they not like us. Let me tell you, there's a difference between they not like us and they do not like us. All right. They've been running around in all these clubs, y'all. Let's go there too. A lot of people been trying to genderfy that song Kendrick made. You see folks in Africa talking about they not like us. They not like us. No, homeboy. No. You don't like us. And you want to get in on what we create. That's the difference. Foundational Black Americans go to any place, all right? In Africa, we get met with resistance. There's horror stories left and right. Some brothers and sisters, as we know, they don't even go back home. They get harmed over there. We done all heard the story. You go to use the bathroom, and when you reach to go get a paper towel, they grab the damn paper towel, try to give it to you and say $20. Come on, family. Come on. We done seen the stories. Like I was saying, this is not the old days. Gone, y'all, are the days where they tell us, oh, it's just the news. It's just the media. The media is the reason why you have the warped perception of Africa. Hell no. No, we ain't on that no more, y'all. We're not playing those games where they try to tell us we just can't figure it out because of the news. No. Maybe back in 1942 with black and white television. Today, everything that we see with our own eyes, and we also know people who've been over there. All the facts are evident. All of the evidence is clear. We don't need the news to tell us about what's going on in Africa because they come over here and they tell us they goddamn self. This is the modern day. The modern day, we don't have to be controlled to know that these folks don't like us. Let me tell you about FBA. We know a new face and we know an op. Soon as somebody comes on, they got that weird, funny style energy. You hop in their Uber. Where do you want to go? What do you want? And then when Karen hops in there, I take you anywhere. I take you to wherever you want to go. Please let me know. Anything you know. I'll wait outside for Karen. They'll drop Karen off, wait outside for Karen to come out. It's okay. I'll wait out here in the cold weather. And whatever you need, Karen. But when it comes to foundational Black Americans, okay, whatever. When I went to Dallas for the Expo, family, do you know I had a tether that was literally soon as I got there, the man was trying to act like he didn't know where I was going. He was like trying to pull out his phone. I don't know. He pulled his phone out, y'all. He was like, where do you want to go? And then I said, right here, I pulled out my phone. Then all of a sudden, his phone started working again. His phone started to work soon as I let him know, nah, homeboy, I see what you're saying. Then he's trying to take the long way. We all got these stories, man. We don't need TV. We don't need TV, fam. We know the way these people come at us, the way they disrespect us. Dude was taking the long way, trying to spin around the corner. Next thing you know, you see him with some W's. He goes and gets their cases. He goes and gets their luggage and puts it in the car. We know what's going on over there. That's the way they do it. That's the way they run the game. So when FBA calls that out, don't be mad, y'all. Don't be mad. Just deal with it. So this is the new time, the new era, and the new day. This lets you know, y'all, that when we say we regulating and we getting all of that nonsense out the paint, we getting all that nonsense out the paint. And they cannot hustle us at all. So they got this colonizer over here, and then they got that colonizer over there. You absolutely right. Yep, you right, sister. Yes, indeed. I seen that. You absolutely right. Putin said it. I seen what Putin said. Putin said that Africa is only a graveyard because when they make money, they travel all the way around the world and then they come back home and they get buried in Africa. That's the only thing. And let's say this real. Tethering and fleeing, that stuff's applauded over there. See, we got the mentality that we stay home. FBA, we warriors, we fighters, okay? We stand right here. We got little kids who say, I ain't going nowhere. Shit, hell no. We right here. We are home. I ain't got to go home. I am home. The only time I got to go home is if I leave the house and go to the store. Then I'm going to go back home. But I ain't got to hop no planes to go home. Home is here. Home is America. Make that clear. But when they leave, anybody who gets money gets applauded, y'all. Anybody who gets money. I'm telling you, they be over there. They little kids grow up and want to be a tether, a fleer when they get older. Yes, they do. You don't have a culture of fleeing your homeland and not expect that stuff to come back all the way on you. That is what goes down. These people run from their homeland as fast as they can. And then all of the other people say, proud. The same way you send your kid off to college, they send their people off to America. All right. And they put a little ribbon on them. They'll give them the key to the village. You will get the key to the village if you are a good fleer. I'm promising you that. I'm promising you that is what they do. It's not looked down on. The way we look down on that stuff, let me tell you a few things that's different. We look down on people who flee their homelands. They look up to people who flee their homelands. We look down on people who do not build their own country. They look up to people who do not flee their own country. We look at people as a brother and a sister. We call each other brother, sister, king, and queen, God and goddess. They don't say that in the diaspora, y'all. No, they do not. I'm keeping it 100. A lot of black folks, they go travel and they think that they're going to be encountered with other people that call them brother. And then they find out nobody's calling you brother. That's an American thing. When you travel and you go to an airport, you see another black person, they're not going to call you sister. That's an American thing. We, as foundational black Americans, we put that on the table. But way back in the 80s and the 90s, they thought that they were going to encounter that FBA energy when they left America. And then they come to find out that energy is only right here. You're not finding nobody to call you brother or sister. That is an FBA thing. Nobody's saying stay black. That is an FBA thing. People find this out when it's way too late. That's why us in this generation of regulating, we putting it all on the table and all on the line. Family, how can somebody sit there and tell you that they riding for you when you see this right here? Let's expose this. They not showing this. That right there is who controls that whole continent. Remember, they lose with more. We win with less. Big difference. This is the difference between us and them. Look at that right there, y'all. Look at that right there. You don't even own the home that you telling us to come to. Think about it, y'all. They trying to tell us to leave the home that we created to go to the home that they don't even own. What is wrong with that picture? Every damn thing. That right there is your map. So whenever you look at the continent, that's what you need to see. That's what you need to understand. That is the continent and the way that the continent is structured. They have no power over there. You got small, rinky-dink, little-ass places that are completely being dominated. It's one thing to lose. It's one thing to not have it. It's another thing, family, when you are literally getting mollywopped in your own territory, your own turf. That's a problem, y'all. And that is what they're dealing with right there. And anybody who knows this, you know this without a shadow of a doubt. So when they tell us that we need to come home and we need to flee, you tell them, well, how come you don't have nothing where you are? That's what you want us to come home to? That's what you want us to come home to. You better step out the paint. You don't belong here. Sad. I always tell people this. They'll take over South Africa. I bet they won't take over Southside Chicago. Let's talk about this. Since they want to talk about supremacy, okay? Tethers are supremacists. Let's make that clear. They're just desperate supremacists who want to come to America. But they sit here and want to talk about foundational black Americans hating on them. Y'all notice that's the new wave too, right? You notice that. Didn't I tell y'all they got the same exact ways as the dominant society? They come over here and they said, we're going to con foundational Black Americans. And then we're going to scam foundational Black Americans. And we're going to scheme them. And then out of nowhere, we said, hell no, you can't do none of that. So then they started saying, you guys are a hate group. You guys are mean. You guys are the supremacists. Tethers love to project their anti-Blackness onto us. They love to project their own hatred onto us. They don't like this generation. As much as we love our generation, as much as we know we changing the world, everybody hates it. Why does everybody hate this generation? Because this generation, we ain't taking no losses. And you ain't hustling us. You think you gonna con us and get us to put on a dashiki and go on to a fake Wakanda? That ain't happening. Maybe the African American, but not the foundational Black American. And when I tell y'all that they are completely okay with fleeing, look at this right here. Point proven. Watch this man right here explain it to you. Watch him explain that fleeing is a good thing. This is them. They not like us. We know that, and so do they.
Hey, listen and talk at the same time. Why didn't you stay and focus on making your own country great?
Because I felt like, or I thought, not I felt like coming here and getting the proper education and getting the proper resources and doing things that are right will in turn help me in the long run to make my country in the world.
So you stealing? You stealing
What
resources?
Are you talking about stealing? What are you talking about?
Stealing? How much money you didn't? No. How much money you didn't stole and sent back to your country?
What? You know what? You are not having an intellectual.
How much money have you sent back to your country?
You are not having an intellectual argument.
I am.
Okay? How much?
I'm having a real argument. You can't listen and talk at the same time. You got 2 ears and one mouth for a reason. I'm not T.I. Why are you sending money? How much money have you sent back to your country? Anything you want right after you give me an estimate of how much money you sent back to your country. The reason why it's relevant is because I need to know why you're here. The reason why, or the why behind what you're doing, also substantiates whether or not you should be here or not. We don't want people here just. Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish.
Okay. The question and the basis of the argument was, why are we letting people come into our borders, and what can we do to kind of vet them? That was the question.
Ain't no hour. It ain't your border. Ain't no hour. You a visitor.
I'm not a visitor.
You a visitor. You are not. Ain't no hour. It's mines.
Okay, I want to ask you: is a natural citizen can he claim our border?
Ain't no hour. So what should we do? What should we do to solve your border, Anton? That's what you asking. How can you make this argument and we don't even know who you are?
Who are you, the people?
Till we get things fixed on our end, y'all get the fuck out and wait. So why the fuck should we continue to let y'all do what y'all want to do? You can't listen and talk at the same time. Why didn't you stay and focus on making your own country great?
Because I felt like, or I thought, not I felt like coming here and getting the proper education and getting the proper resources.
Right there. Coming here and getting the proper education and the proper resources. So you want to come to foundational Black America and get the proper education and the proper resources, yet in your homeland, the colonizers building your schools. Ain't that a damn shame? See, you don't like it when foundational Black Americans win. You don't like it when foundational Black Americans stay on game. That's what you cannot stand, but you got to deal with it. Look at this right here too, family. Another thing they try to do, they want to separate us from our indigenous status. See, when you are foundational Black American, meaning foundation meaning day one, when you're a foundational Black American and you are the natives, you are the originators, that means everybody's upset because they want to be original. See, they can go home. We can't. They can be deported. We can't. All of them. I'm talking about everybody. All the TOCs, the tethers of color. This goes to all of them. So they do not want us to be the originals. The original part makes them real mad because we're the originators of America. And over there in their homeland where they were the originators, now they are not even relevant. This is what they want to show us, fam. I want y'all to see this. These people come out so bad and they try to get us to not be indigenous. This is what it is. There's a whole play right now to try to get foundational Black Americans to get rid of our indigenous status. You can't.
I see so many African Americans saying they are not Africans on the internet. My brothers and sisters, you are West Africans. I see most of you claiming that before the first ship of slaves came in, you had already existed existed in America. That is not true. Do not be lied to. Africa is the beginning of everything. The first creation of human being was done in Africa. The reason why Africa is so blessed is because the Creator provided for the human beings in Africa. Before the continental drift, Africa is the mother. African brothers and sisters, we do understand that you do not want to be associated with slave trade, but it's your history. You cannot undo what happened in the past. What matters is where we are going to forward.
And you know that we're not the indigenous people. How? Tell me how. Tell me how you know so much. TikTok, I told you, them TikTok tethers. You see, the main goal that she was trying to get off is that we're not the indigenous people. That's what she was trying to do. She did not want us to claim and own our indigenous status. That's what she was trying to stop, but she can't. Nobody can. Foundational Black Americans are the indigenous and the originators. And this has been the generation that has been owning that. It's one thing to do it. It's another thing to own it. And we've been owning that. So you got people real upset. Let me tell you, this FBA hate is unlike anything before. This FBA hate is on another level. They hate foundational Black Americans because what we've done, what we're doing, and what we're going to do next. That's just the type of time it is. But you see, she's like, you're not the indigenous. No, you're not. They don't even know where they're from. Because, you know, a lot of them don't have birth certificates. We got receipts on that. But you see people popping out the woodwork and you see them hating and they start saying things like this. Look at this person right here. Another person hating on FBA. I'm telling y'all, the reparations generation is hated because the reparations generation is winning. They didn't have to hate on us when we were saying, yes, we can, and we're going to get in some good trouble. Now they got to hate on us because we saying no tangibles, no vote, FBA all day. Now you start seeing people pop out like this right here. They coming and we're going to continue to put them down.
Foundational Black American people that I be coming across, they're just as ignorant as the people that they claim are being diverse to them. And it's like, bruh, we're all being manipulated by this white supremacy system and global white supremacy system, because it's global, yet y'all keep taking the bait when we're all smarter than that. We're all smarter than that, but we keep taking the bait. I love how a lot of these foundational Black Americans love saying stuff like, oh, we have no friends, talking about Africans on the continent as well. But it's like, you're a descendant from these Africans. How you can't separate yourself from who you are. It doesn't matter how long you've been in America. It doesn't matter, you know, how long you've been disconnected from your.
It doesn't matter how long you've been in America. So this man is trying to tell us by his own logic that everybody is African. Basically, if everybody came from Africa, then it doesn't really matter then, fam. That means that it's all to the good. This man just sat there and told us that it is all the same. And he just sat there and told us that everybody is from Africa. So therefore, he can't put that on FBA. But see, he's trying to proceed.
Your roots, you still descend from the same people that you're saying aren't your friends. Makes no sense. These motherfuckers from the FBA, a lot of these motherfuckers be grabbing the most, you know, random clips from ignorant ass motherfuckers, ignorant ass Black immigrants on podcasts or whatever, disrespecting Black Americans, and then they try to paint the picture that's all Black immigrants. Like, that's just so stupid to me, bro. The reason why a lot of these Black immigrants are ignorant towards Black Americans is not because it's a natural thing. It's not because they don't like us naturally. It's because they also are victims of white supremacy.
They don't hate on us, and it's not a natural thing. So they being forced to feel this way. So you're making excuses. Okay, this is what we're talking about.
Black Americans, understand, you have friends. You have friends in Jamaica, you have friends in Cuba, you have friends in Haiti, you have friends in Ghana, you have friends in...
Where do foundational Black Americans got any of these rights? They don't have rights in these places. This man is trying to tell us that you have rights here, you have rights here. Only thing a Tether gonna do is lie. I'm telling you, they make no sense, they make no points, they're not accurate, nothing they say is solid, nothing's concrete. This man just sat there and said, we got rights all over the place. But we know damn well you got to go over there with a visa, and the visa, you got to have $100,000. You got to put in a deposit and a down payment. And he's sitting there saying, we got rights everywhere. They don't even have rights everywhere because they're over there in their homelands getting whooped.
In Nigeria, you have friends. This whole we don't have no friends nonsense is wild, bro. You're taking You're taking a small percentage of ignorant ass Black immigrants on podcasts who have been brainwashed, and you're using that for the majority. That's wild, bro. And my last message for FBA before I end this video: I don't care if you call yourself a Black American. I don't care if you call yourself an FBA. I don't care if you call yourself an ADOS, whatever. You're still an African. So when you're saying Black Americans built this entire country, yeah, you're saying Africans built this entire country. You know,
freeze. Fam, did y'all just hear this man say, if you say FBA built America, then you just said that Africans built America. You see how low budget these folks will get? Do you see how desperate they are? This man literally just sat there and said, if you say FBA built America, then it's really saying Africans did. So now they trying to take credit in the most indirect, sneaky, slime-ass way that they helped build America. They didn't do it, but now they got to try to tell us that they did, because technically, by proxy, on the 3rd and a half floor, it's all the same. He tried to, we're all the same, built this country. That part. Now, you notice, fam, whenever it comes down to something that they think they did, then all of a sudden, they want to take full credit for it then. Ain't no half and half. I done heard some Tether nonsense before. I done heard some Tether babble before. That is the lowest form of Tether babble I have ever seen in my life. This person literally just sat there and told us that Africans built America because FBA did. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. Damn. Somebody done twisted his hair too goddamn tight, okay? His hair twisted way too goddamn tight, because he looked like he didn't even believe himself when he said it. He ain't believe his damn self when he said it. No damn way you believe that, homeboy. Here's the thing, like I said, at this point, does it really matter? Does it really matter what people like him say? He's talking about people on TikTok. He's on TikTok. He talking about people on podcasts. He hopping on podcasts. So he's just another one of these tethers. See, tethers are insignificant. No one really cares. No one really pays them attention. I mean, when you flee across the world, you get colonized by the world. You ain't ever built nothing. You hate on your own village. People don't really respect that. The dominant society may use you, but it's getting to the point now that the dominant society can't really even use them no more because they done failed. What I tell y'all, the F in FLEER stands for failure, all right? If you fled, you have failed. There's a difference between a freedman and a FLEER. We build, they steal. They've been losing so much, y'all, that it's getting to the point that the dominant society is about to cut ties with them. And you can thank FBA for that. See, it was all sweet and dandy when they were allowed to come over here, hop in their Uber, get their taxes, get all their little extra benefits from us. And now the dominant society is saying, nah, this ain't really working no more, Mr. Fufu. I mean, we done tried to elevate you guys over FBA and you fumbled the bag. We went over there to your homeland, you fumbled the bag over there. Every time I see you, Mr. Joloff, you fumble in the bag. So since you done fumbled the bag so much, since you have done so little, now you're starting to see them trying to cut that cord when it comes to all the tethers. Tethers have about 5 minutes left. By the end of this video, they'll have about 2 minutes left. The time for tethers has came and went. Foundational Black Americans are solely, directly, and exclusively responsible for putting an end to all the tethers. It's hard out here for a tether. I mean, damn, you ain't even got your own passport. You ain't got your own birth certificate. Matter of fact, when they get mad at us, because everything we say is true, we say they don't be having their birth certificates, and a lot of them have said they don't have them either. Watch this lady admit that a lot of them don't have birth certificates. Don't ever bet on somebody who don't have their own birth certificate. It ain't gonna end up good.
Happy birthday to all my refugees and immigrants. It's January 1st. You know, it's our special day. It's everyone's birthday. I just want to take this opportunity and wish you and your family, because I know your whole family has the same birthday, January 1st. Of course, Happy New Year's. It's a special day. Go get a cake for your whole family.
What? Y'all all got the same birthday? What?
I know your whole family has the same birthday, January 1st. Of course, Happy New Year's. It's a special day. Go get a cake for your whole family.
What if I told you today, January 1st, marks a day where a lot of immigrant parents actually have their birthday? You'd probably think I'm crazy, right? But it turns out this is actually true. Just wanted to say happy birthday to all the immigrant parents that were born on January 1st. If you know.
These folks is out here openly celebrating and making jokes about not having their own birth certificates. You ain't got your own birth certificate. You fled your homeland. Then I got to start asking the question, what the hell have you done? What have you done? You in no position to hate on FBA. Now, foundational Black Americans were saying that these folks didn't have their birth certificates, and they was like, oh, you just hating. You another FBA hater. Well, family, look at that right there. Look at that right there. More than 500 million, not 1,000, more than 500 million Africans have no certificates. How you ain't got no birth certificate, fam? How? You ain't got no birth certificate, which means you do not hold down your homeland. You want to talk about not having control over your homeland? Not having control over your homeland, that is the definition of somebody who ain't got a birth certificate. That is the ultimate failure. That's the easiest thing you can do. But the fact that you ain't got it lets me know that you have failed again. So when foundational Black Americans say that these people have failed and they get mad at FBA, you just gonna have to stay mad. Why you gonna have to stay mad? One, is because we don't give a damn about your feelings. Two, is because every single thing that we say is true. It's all come to light. You ain't got it, so FBA done said it, and now you out here saying it. So how you gonna get mad at us for calling that out? Family, 500 million? 500 million? You talking about whole villages. You talking about whole sides of the continent. Ain't got they own? Nah, that's sad. But you get mad at FBA though. You're going to have to stay mad. That's what's going to have to happen. That is what's going to have to happen. And as I said, fam, the dominant society in them, they starting to have some, real trouble out here in these streets, y'all. They starting to have real trouble out here in these streets. Did you see the lady that came out and she's talking about how they need to help Haiti? Look at this right here. Look at this right here, family. This is what you get with these people. Now, mind you, these people come over here and they get all types of benefits. And then they still fumble the bag. Look at this, y'all. This is their condition with foundational Black Americans not getting nothing, trying to eat off us. Watch them right here talking about save Haiti.
My Haiti caucus and CBC colleagues, as well as various human rights organizations, and calling for the extension and redesignation of TPS and stopping deportations immediately. In addition, any plans to put Haitian migrants in Guantanamo Bay, a place where terrorists are held, should be abandoned immediately. Haiti is facing a political crisis of epidemic proportions, with its people calling out for refuge from violence, persecution, and trauma. We're hearing their cries for help every single day at our borders and at our shores. Haitians are risking their lives every single day to try and find refuge. Women and children are bearing the brunt of the gang warfare, facing sexual violence, displacement, and deprivation. Child soldiers are on the rise as gangs recruit and arm kids to carry out violent attacks. Necessities like food and water and medical access are in short supply. And these security crisis worsens every day, creating an ongoing humanitarian crisis. Let's put this dire situation into perspective. 4.4 million Haitians currently are facing a famine. 360,000 have been kicked out of their homes. How can we in good conscience send Haitians back to these dire circumstances when we ourselves are pulling out all of our government officials and every American out of Haiti?
They are out here begging not to get deported. I told you times was hard for these tethers. It's about to come down real fast. I'm telling y'all, by the time this summer is over, you're going to have a whole gang of tethers that going to find their asses back in their homeland. Tethers was fun for a minute. They was coming over here hating on FBA, talking reckless. We done regulated them. We done G-checked them. But now that press conference ain't just about us. They pleading to massa because it ain't so sweet over here.
It is inhumane. As allies and neighbors, we have a moral obligation to not turn our backs on those seeking refuge, especially since the United States has had a history of exploiting Haitians, Haitian people, and their resources. This is a defining moment in the U.S. Haitian policies to reconcile its past mistakes. The same way the U.S. took the lead role in rebuilding Europe after World War II,
the same way they took the lead role in building Europe, you think they're going to do that with Haiti? I'm telling you, these folks don't get supremacy. This is what happens when you want to be a friend of supremacy. This is what happens when you want to be an ally with supremacy. You really think the dominant society is going to give you the same luxury they give to Europe after the war? Hell no.
The U.S. needs to do the same in Haiti. We must take the lead role in rebuilding Haiti. We must take the lead role in helping Haitians find security and economic justice. As the first Black republic to have stood against oppression, Haiti's historic.
Oh, now they want to be Black now. Remember before it was, no, I know Black, I'm Haitian. I'm no Black, I'm African. Now they want to be Black now. They know when to jump on and off that lily pad.
Historical significance is of great importance to the United States. The time is now to act and to help Haiti.
Nah, no. I'm sorry, Congresswoman. Ain't gonna happen. So look, y'all, they're literally out here begging not to be deported. Times is hard on Tethers, all right? They done came over here. They try to steal off FBA. They try to mooch off FBA, scam FBA, riding in their Ubers, their taxi cabs, all of that, all the above. And we done regulated them time and time again. They are afraid right now. It's not the same. The Tether of now is not the Tether that you've seen 2-3 years ago. It is hard out here. The birth certificates, family, that they don't have, okay, that is the least of their troubles. That is the least of their troubles. Things that got way more hard now within the last few days. And I'm going to tell you why. They out here trying so bad. They out here trying so hard not to get deported that they forgetting a lot of essential things, y'all. Look at this right here. I want y'all to see this. You see that they're afraid, right? You see they don't know what to do. I want y'all to notice whenever it goes down like this, this means things done got all the way real. Watch them now. Mind you, it used to be them hopping on TikTok, hating on FBA, all that Tether babble, all that Tether ranting. Now, if you look, they out there talking to other Tethers saying, we in trouble. We in trouble. We need some help. Somebody come save us. Look at this right here, y'all. They scared. Oh, it's hard out here. It's hard because they know damn well after this election, they about to be going back home.
If Trump becomes president this year, immigrants are in a lot of trouble, in a big trouble, because he said he's going to round up all illegal immigrants in the U.S. and put them in detention camps that are built by the military with diverted military funds. Everyone who is undocumented violate everyone's due process rights, everyone's constitutional rights by deporting them without a hearing. He is also going to end the birthright citizenship and the DACA program, also the TPS. He also said anyone with undesirable attributes will not be eligible for a green card or a visa, whatever that means. So if you are undocumented...
Look, she didn't even know what it meant. She didn't even know what it meant. That's her reality, and she don't know. See, what it is you was fine with coming over here and stealing off FBA. You ain't been reading that fine print. You ain't been looking at them damn details. Look, y'all, they getting scared. They getting scared. Tethers is all shook.
In this country, please legalize yourself if you can. Get that green card. Double, triple, quadruple your efforts in getting it, because anything can happen. Protect yourself, because Trump has a 6-3 majority in the Supreme Court. Please share this information.
Hey, notice this, y'all. She didn't know about them details about a visa, but she know the damn support in the majority that Donald Trump has in the Supreme Court. She know that real good, don't she? Because that affects her deportation status.
To whoever you think needs to hear this or see this. Thank you.
Damn. It's hard out here for a Tether. It's very hard out here for a Tether. It's coming down on them real quick, too. Real quick. They don't know what to do. Somebody get them some help. Somebody get them some help real fast, family. Look at this. This is showing you right now that they are upset because the polls are coming in. It's starting to look real, much more likely that Donald Trump will be reelected as the president again. And when that happens, you're going to get a whole lot of this right here. They probably got this playing, family, on repeat at their house.
And we will not let them release illegal alien criminals into your streets. I will shift massive portions of federal law enforcement to immigration enforcement. And on day one, we will begin the largest domestic deportation operation in American history. No country can sustain what we're going through. Immigration enforcement. And on day one, we will begin the largest domestic deportation operation in American history. No country can sustain what we're going through. It cannot be sustained what we're going through. Millions and millions of people are taking over our cities, our suburbs. It cannot be sustained by any country.
Damn. Does it look like foundational Black Americans was right the whole time? Does it look like foundational Black Americans been calling it out? Does it look like every single thing that we were saying that they didn't want to acknowledge has came true? You damn right it does. So this is their reality, and they better get used to that reality, because the more and more time passes, the closer and closer we get to the election, the closer and closer they are to going back home to their homelands. So you ain't got to worry about making TikTok videos about FBA. No, that's the least of your trouble. You better worry about making TikTok videos telling each other where to run to, where to hide, and where to duck. That's what you better worry about. That's what you better worry about. So family, this all comes back down to what we talk about. The reparations generation is moving along so strong that everybody wants to be like us. Everybody wants a part of this. Let's be real, family. It's different. It's new. Everything we doing, family, is just operating on another level. You've never seen Black America like this. Foundational Black Americans, we've been here for thousands of years, but never like this right here. This generation, the way we talk, the way we walk, the way we've eliminated words, we've eliminated con games, we've eliminated con artists. Nobody holds any weight in these streets other than foundational Black Americans. So now you see people trying to jump in on what we've done. You got Tether reparations, you got Tether committees. Every single day, y'all see what? A new committee pop up, and these people been running around here trying to make it look like reparations belongs to them. When we get close to the bag, you see people come out of nowhere. You see, nobody was talking reparations until we were. Now everybody wants to come around here and speak about a reparations claim. You got people coming from every side of the planet, and they want to talk about reparations. So the goal is they want to try to stop our reparations by involving themselves in our reparations. This is why we delineate. And I always say, you got to delineate and regulate. If you do both of those, you're going to get your reparations. You don't, people going to get involved. So they've been having these little things out here, family, these little reparations committees. And we've been seeing these reparations committees all across the country. But they got this one now. If y'all remember, they had President Biden flew all the way over to Africa, shook hands, and he said he was going to give them folks, what, $55 billion? Y'all remember that, right? Then next thing you know, Kamala Harris flew over there, and she said, we're going to give Ghana a whole lot of aid. They start helping these African countries, and let me tell you why. They've been helping these African countries because they need to put them African countries in the middle and play a proxy to try to stop our reparations. They can't stop our reparations. Our reparations claim, okay, our reparations claim is going to be responsible for why the Democrats lose, for why the Democratic plantation falls, for why the Republican plantation falls, for why Donald Trump doesn't win. Whatever we choose to do, we're going to make it happen. Our reparations claim is strong. They thought that we would sit it out. They did not think that we would keep it going. Go back a few years ago, family, when they had all these little movements out here in the streets. Folks would be out there for 2 days. 2 days later, they start twerking. They be out there in the streets talking about no justice, no peace. Next thing you know, family, they out there trying to twerk for justice. Foundational Black Americans, we've gotten stronger. This reparations movement has gotten very, very powerful. And they don't know what to do about that. They have no idea how to stop that. Us delineating is something they can't control. We are in an era now where the dominant society has no control. They have no control. Politically, they cannot keep us at bay. Socially, they cannot keep us at bay. We were never supposed to delineate. We were never supposed to take claim of our lineage, heritage, and culture. And we damn sure was never supposed to represent what we are on the inside. We were never supposed to speak about reparations. So now they're trying to send everybody at us. And you're starting to see a lot of these reparations panels pop up. You're starting to see a bunch of these fake reparations people come into our play and act like they're us. Let's make it very clear. The only real reparations is foundational Black American sponsored. Trust me when I tell you that. So when you see something out there and you see this right here, family, this right here is people trying to get in on our reparations. And this right here are people trying to steal our reparations. Nobody in the diaspora wanted reparations. Nobody in Africa wanted reparations. The same way folks right here in America was telling us, you're never going to get reparations. You're never going to get it anyway. You mean to tell me all these new folks who showed up yesterday, you really mean to tell me that these people are on the same board when it comes to reparations? Nah, never that. What up, Breeze Omega? I see you, fam. You mean to tell me that when foundational Black Americans put reparations on the main stage, and let's let it be known, it was all of us in the Black grassroots. We are the ones who made reparations what it is. Now, all of a sudden, you got Africa wanting to get involved in reparations? Africa ain't ever lifted a finger to do anything for anybody in the diaspora. Now, all of a sudden, Africa wants to take the lead when it comes to reparations. Now, all of a sudden, it's stay black, my brother. Now, all of a sudden, it's come home, my brother. Now, all of a sudden, it's let's bridge the gap. Family, let me tell you something. Foundational Black Americans and the Black grassroots, we made a decision. We made a decision that we were going to do whatever the hell we wanted to do. We made a decision that we weren't asking. We made a decision that whatever goes down is going to go down because of us. We're not waiting on politicians. We're not waiting on a boat to come here from Nigeria to pick us up. We're not waiting on the Caribbean. We are going to do what we've always done. Stick together, build together, work together, and make it happen together. So now all of a sudden, you got reparations committees, reparations gatherings, and you now got reparations conventions. Family, they literally had a reparations Tether convention, and it's all about it. Don't forget, they had a Tether convention, y'all, a few months ago, and it was in Africa, and foundational Black Americans were not invited. No, they were not. They had every single person. They flew into Ghana. You had people who came from Jamaica, people who came from Haiti, people who came from Panama. You had people who came from Europe. You had heads of state all over the continent. They all met up in Ghana and discussed reparations, and we were not involved. They did not speak to us about it, even though we're the ones who've been waving the flag, and reparations is the FBA thing, okay? Then you had the reparations convention in Atlanta, Georgia at Georgia State University that I attended. And me and my brother Afro Elite went in there and we crashed the whole event. Nobody was supposed to go there and speak on FBA. There were 3 foundational Black Americans that were even in the building. And we're the ones who went there. And then we told everybody, you can go back and watch one of my episodes before. I said 3 days earlier, I was going to be there. I showed up. And then when we went in there, we stood on lineage business. When we got there, we stood on foundational Black American business. We said reparations is an FBA thing. I don't pay reparations to Ghana. I don't pay reparations to Kenya. I don't give nobody my money, so you can't come trying to get my money. Out of nowhere, we seen it. Fam, it was all types of tethers. You had tethers from here. You had tethers from over there. You had tethers from the Caribbean. And they was all saying they want our FBA money. That's what they was all saying. And then whenever we stood on business, no. We stood up and was like, nah, nope, this FBA. How come y'all ain't having this convention in Africa? How come you ain't having this convention over in Jamaica? How come everybody wants to have reparations conventions here in the United States of America? Because foundational Black Americans are the ones who own reparations. Let's be real. Reparations is an FBA thing, all right? I don't give a damn. We've been the ones who deserve reparations. We're the ones who built this country. We're the ones who stood on business. And we are the ones who put it on the main stage. Nobody was talking reparations. Fam, go back 5 years ago. How many Africans were talking about reparations? Go back 3 years ago. Go back 10 years ago. Who was talking about reparations? The very term reparations is a foundational Black American thing. Now everybody wants to get involved to the point that they know that we're going there. They know we'll be in Washington, D.C. They know it is going to be the biggest reparations rally in American history. Fam, think about it. There's never been a reparations rally bigger than the one in 2022. The only one that's going to be bigger is the one in 2024. That's going to happen in less than a month. We are the ones who put reparations on the table. We are the ones who wave the flag for reparations. We're the ones who are owed reparations. We're the ones who deserve reparations. And we're the only ones who done took it to the streets and advocated for reparations. Now, all of a sudden, you want to see some Africans show up and some Jamaicans. And they want to take our energy so much. They want to steal from us so bad with this Tether convention. Let me say this. If you're having a convention about reparations, and it's not based around foundational Black Americans, then that is a Tether reparations convention. If you're having a gathering about reparations and it's not centered around FBA, then that is a Tether reparations gathering. Anything about reparations that does not revolve around FBA is a Tether gathering, a Tether committee, and a Tether convention, and you can have that. Because we are going to stand on business in Washington, D.C., and we're going to be on the main stage. We're not going to be in the barbershop. We're not going to be walking down the street. We're going to be right there for the whole world to hear. The same thing that's got all the politicians scared because we saying no reparations, no vote. The same thing that's got all the tethers scared because we saying reparations over everything. That's the same type of energy that we bring into D.C. And that's the same type of energy we going to stand on. And it's the lineage that created it. It's the lineage that owns it. And it's the lineage that's going to make it happen. So they want to steal our energy so bad. Family, they went and they used me. They used my face in one of the ads for their little reparations convention. Okay. Their Tether reparations convention. Yes. Look at this right here, family. I ain't lying. I want y'all to see this. Now, everybody knows that when they had that Tether convention, I was there with my brother Afro Elite, and we were there literally standing on business, calling it out. Hell, I literally was tweeting on the outside. I was like, hey, y'all, this is the Tether convention. This is nothing about anything serious. This is about Democrats and vote blue. I hit send. Everybody seen it. Went right back in the building and reported more. We were the only FBAs on that line. Look at this now, though, fam. Look how quick it changes. Family, it's so bad. They knew that Black Alpha was going to be one of the keynote speakers at the reparations rally in June. They know that I'm standing on lineage business. So they said, like a tether would do, don't get mad when we call you a tether when you out here tethering. They said, how can we get some of that energy? How can we take it? All right, that's an FBA brother. He's going to be a speaker at the new one. Let's try to put him in our little ad to make it look like he's going to be there. Hell no. Look at this right here, family. The music is terrible, so mind me, fam. I might have to mute it a little bit because they play music in the back. I want y'all to see this right here, y'all. Tell me this ain't what we saying. Look then mark your calendar. Let's see. Hold on. I'm going to play this all the way. Y'all got to see this. Y'all got to see this. Y'all got to see this. Here we go. Look at this. May 17th to May 19th, reparations. National Reparations Convention 2024. For the event of the year. The National Reparations Convention 2024 is coming to Washington, D.C. on May 17th, 18th, and 19th at the historic Lincoln Temple United Church, located at 1701 11th Street North. The uniting force, bringing together grassroots scholars, legislators. Whoa. Look at some of those people there, fam. Hold up. Look at this. Reparations United. Black Lives Matter. Yeah, look at that. Black Lives Matter. What would it be without Black Alpha putting some fire receipts on the table? Look who's there at their reparations committee. Look who's there at their Tether reparations convention. Black Lives Matter is there. I told everybody just 2 weeks ago, they're trying to rebrand Black Lives Matter, and they're trying to make Black Lives Matter the face of the Palestinian protests. They're trying to take Black Lives Matter, the same ones who hijacked the Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, Rashard Brooks, Ahmaud Arbery protests in 2020, turned them into justice for us to vote for Joe Biden. They were trying to rebrand them and make everybody get on board with Palestine. When you look at this National Tether Reparations Convention that just happened, it ended today, okay? They were actually trying to slide Black Lives Matter in there. Family, if you're chilling, get you something to drink, something to eat, turn up the volume. The receipt's about to go. We roasted Tethers for about an hour and a half. This next hour and a half is going to be even more high speed because I got some real receipts. Look at this. Black Lives Matter is there. And you're right. Yes, you ain't lying, Adibus. They tried this on Malcolm X's birthday. Yes, they did, y'all. Look at this. They threw Black Lives Matter in there, and watch the rest of this commercial. Don't know none of them people. Afro-descendant nation. Look at this. They keep going. They throw Cornel West is in there talking about Palestine. Okay. Look at, boom. Hold up. Wait a minute. How that man get there? Because that man was in Georgia. Wait, hold, wait, whoa, run it back. How they got Black Alpha in there? Because Black Alpha was in Georgia. Black Alpha was in Georgia and South Carolina. I was in the Great South all goddamn weekend. How in the hell did Black Alpha get put in your ad? Let me, listen, I'm going to play the volume. I got to, fair use, because they was playing some whack-ass music, and I don't want them tripping off the music. So fair use. But I want you to notice, in this commercial, when they say there's going to be speakers, that's when they showed my face. I'm telling y'all, they want foundational Black American energy so they can put it and include it in their little reparations convention. They want to steal from the one I'm going to be at, and they want to put me there at this one. Listen to this. They say speakers will be there, and then they try to throw me in there. Watch this.
Acquire valuable insights from experts in the...
Whoa. Run it back. Here we go.
Sessions. Acquire valuable insights from experts in the field of reparations.
Whoa. Experts in the field of reparations. Hold up.
Acquire valuable insights from experts in the field.
Whoa. What you mean experts in the field is going to be there? And then let me tell you something that's even more messed up, y'all. These people literally have my face in this ad, but y'all know what that is, fam? They got that picture off the internet. That's my brother King Cam. When I went to the Reparations Task Force, I bumped into King Cam. Cam took that video and just threw it on the internet. So that means these folks hopped on the internet, went and found this picture. You mean to tell me, out of everything that was there, they went and found that video and put that video up? You had all types of videos of us exposing that convention. You had all types of videos of us breaking it down. And that's the one they found. And then they said there's going to be expert speakers there. Knowing damn well I'm going to be a speaker at the Foundational Black American Grassroots Certified, the only real reparations convention. You mean to tell me they did all of this by accident? This all just happened? Or these folks know exactly the type of games they was playing. That's all good though, because now you done came across a line you ain't want to come across. That line right now is Foundational Black Americans. But let me show y'all this. You know, when you're dealing with Black Alpha, they done cross the line. It's serious. That's certified. But why didn't they find this though? Hold up. This one right here had far more views. Why didn't they find this? Wait a minute now. Hold up. 767 likes, 31,000 views, 322 reposts. How come they didn't see this one? Black Alpha Network broadcasting live from Atlanta, Georgia. Here is the real story about the Democratic Tether Reparations Convention. So this was the one that we went and we crashed way back in November. Look at this right here, family. Why didn't they put this one up? Because this one was the real. Peace and love, family. Black Alpha Network. I am broadcasting live from Atlanta, Georgia at the National Reparations Convention. And family, it is exactly what we thought it was going to be. A whole bunch of babble, shield babble, tether babble, vote blue no matter who. This is Tether Palooza and a go vote for the Democrats rally campaign. That's all it is. And they're out here talking about... Yes, I said Tether Palooza.
That's all it is. And they're out here talking about reparations in the form of hugs and reconciliation for the whole diaspora. No, reparations is all about the lineage. Certified foundational Black Americans, the people who created this country and built this country, and being compensated for a debt that is owed to us. No one else, and don't let these people tell you any different. So you're going to see a whole bunch of NARC and Cobra. They were talking about vote blue no matter who in the first 5 minutes. They were out here talking about Black Lives Matter. So we already know what type of time they're on. And these type of gatherings are only created so they can undermine the progress that we have created and the foundation that we have laid. But we're going to stand on the lineage. We're going to represent to the fullest. Black Alpha Network. Y'all make sure y'all tap in. Certified salute. One love. FBA.
Boom. Tell me I said anything different. Tell me I said anything different. Tell me I wasn't standing on business. Look what I said then. I said Black Lives Matter, right? What did you just see right there? They had Black Lives Matter in the new one. Yes, indeed. They didn't put that up, though. Yeah. They had Black Lives Matter on the new one. Yes, indeed. I said it was all about vote blue no matter who. They was in there talking about vote blue no matter who. How come they didn't put that video up? Because that one right there damn near went viral. How come you ain't put that one up? I was saying no business. I sat there and said that, tweeted it out to the family, because anywhere I go, I don't give a damn where it's at. I don't care if it's on the scene of a hate crime. I don't care if it's at the Reparations Task Force. I don't care. When I go there, I got my camera ready, and I'm going to tweet it out, send it to the family, and I ain't leaving until all my brothers and sisters in the Black Grassroots FBA family tree get the real story, because I know they always trying to give us the fake story. Every single thing I said then is exactly what I'm saying now. That was their Tether Reparations Convention Part 1. Now they come out with Part 2, and then they try to include us. Family, what is more of a definition of a tether than seeing them try to tether to Black Alpha, tether to our rallies, tether to our Black grassroots? They stealing every single talking point that we create. They didn't come up with these talking points in the diaspora because they was too busy getting colonized. They didn't come up with these talking points in Africa because they was too busy getting whooped on and having other people build ports for them. Foundational Black Americans, we lead the way. And now they want to jump in, get involved so they can take claim to what we created. Ain't gonna happen. Look at this, fam. That wasn't the end of it. These folks kept coming after their little commercial where they tried to show me like I was gonna be there and I was in Georgia. I don't know what the hell they was on because I was way in Georgia. Look who showed up there. Family, look at this. Y'all remember Cam Howard? Tell me y'all remember Cam Howard. Y'all know in Cobra, Cam Howard. Y'all know NARC, Cam Howard. You know Cam Howard, the one who's out here trying to get reparations to be racial based, because they know if they can make it about race, then they can go ahead and cancel it. Matter of fact, let me show y'all this. Hold up. Y'all got to see me on this one. Y'all got to see me. Let me get the hat right, okay? FBA all day. Yes, indeed. Notice this, family. When we say that these people in these Tether reparations conventions that are working with all of these groups that we never heard of, working with all these organizations, nobody knows who they are, bringing in Black Lives Matter. Let me tell y'all, Black Lives Matter has been rebranded. That's a Black Alpha exclusive. You hear that here first. Black Lives Matter is no longer considered just Black Lives Matter. They're not BLM no more. They're called Black Lives Matter Grassroots. That's why that logo was different. They got a whole different logo. It's not the BLM. It's a logo that says Black Lives Matter, and in the middle, they put Grassroots. Look out for that logo, because they were all at this National Tether Convention Part 2. Yes, they were. I said just 2 weeks ago that Black Lives Matter was going to be sent out into the Black community again, because they pulled that in 2020, and we ran them off the block. I said that anytime we run ops off the block, they put on a new costume, a new mask, they rebrand themselves. It's no longer Black Lives Matter BLM, it's Black Lives Matter Grassroots. Why are they saying grassroots all of a sudden? Why are they saying grassroots, y'all? Because they know we're the Black grassroots. They sit back, they steal all of our lingo and our talking points, and then they come back forward. That's what Black Lives Matter is doing. So they had Black Lives Matter in Cobra and NARC. The same Cam Howard, y'all, that was running around here trying to tell us they want to make it racial based. Don't trust nobody. Let me tell you why. When you start dealing with these people who want to have these Tether reparations conventions, their number one goal is to make the reparations claim racial based, because they know it gets shot down. They know it'll get shot down. Reparations has to be lineage specific. We stand on lineage business, lineage specific, lineage reparations. They know that if we stand on that, we continue to put in work, oh, damn well we're going to get our reparations. So what do they want to do, y'all? They want to come in and hijack our lineage reparations, turn it into some type of race-based reparations, so automatically the government will shoot it down. It's sabotage. This is why you see all these people popping up. Let me tell you, they know they are not going to get reparations for all of Africa. They know they never gave a damn about reparations for Africa. Africa didn't care about reparations. Haiti didn't care about reparations. Jamaica didn't care about reparations. The whole diaspora never cared about reparations. They only care about reparations because we are getting our reparations, because we're doing it the right way. We have a plan. We have reparationists. We have economists. We have the Dr. Claude Andersons of the world. We have the Tariq Nasheeds of the world. We have a whole lot of scholars who are based on lineage-based reparations. We put this together. Who do they got? Who do they got? Black Lives Matter, NARC, Cobra, these groups that have been around for 60 years and ain't did a damn thing. Who do they have? Who are their reparationists? They don't have no Dr. Claudes. They don't have nothing about social economics. You don't hear none of these Afro-descendant people talking about social economics. Never. Now, out of nowhere, these people want to get involved in reparations. Why? It's because they know that they're not there to get it. They're there to stop it. Remember that, family. These Tether conventions are not here for them to get reparations for Africans. It's here to stop Americans. They want to make it to where when they finally get a bill together, they can go in front of Congress and they can say, here's our race-based reparations. And we've got the support of all black people in America. And they're going to shoot that down in a matter of minutes. That's why we've been the only ones out here saying lineage specific. We've been the only ones out here saying it's just about our heritage and our culture. How come we talk about lineage and they keep talking about the race? It is self-sabotage. Cam Howard, if y'all remember Cam Howard, he's one of these people with NARC, and NARC and Cobra have been trying to make our reparations claim racial based. Well, I want y'all to notice something. Cam Howard now is real heavy with the Tether Reparations Convention. He was just out this weekend talking about reparations. And I want y'all to see this footage right here of Cam Howard. This man is running around here saying everything we saying. You ain't lying. We ain't got no friends. No friends. Watch Cam Howard out here acting like he's black grassroots. Family, they were outside protesting. Listen.
Come on, brother. Come on, brother. Yes. 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 Yes.
What he's trying to do, y'all, he's trying to say that they're going to have a boycott. And this is how they say they're going to get their reparations. Through boycotting the banks, y'all. That's what they're saying. They're going to boycott the banks to get reparations. That's their main game plan right there. But it's funny, though, because Cam Howard is out here talking about reparations, but Cam Howard was the same one a few years ago saying how we need to vote blue no matter who. The same exact guy. Look at this right here. They literally have a reparations hotline. Family, I ain't lying. I ain't lying. I'm not lying to you. Telling you the 100%. They literally have a reparations hotline. So they're going to boycott the banks. They're going to vote blue no matter who. And they are going to literally have a reparations hotline. I'm about to show you. They say, if you want reparations, then you need to go ahead and text 1-800-REPARATIONS. That's how we're going to get. They ain't got no plan. They ain't got no plan, no strategy. They're not out here focused and determined to get reparations. This is why you get this sloppy behavior. This is why you get these off codes, because they're not here to literally get it, y'all. They're only here to come and get what foundational Black Americans have created and to stall us. Look at this right here, y'all. Look at this right here. I'm not lying. They literally have people saying, call right here. Reparations 877-506-2184. If you call and you say that you want reparations, This is how they believe we're going to get it. We are going to hotline our way to reparations. Watch this.
Do me a favor. I want you to take your phone out, text reparations, text the word reparations to this number, take a vote for reparations and self-determination, and share this message. And also, right here, I want you to visit that website. It'll tell you more information, but make sure you vote by texting reparations to the above number. I'm Senator Hubert Bass for the Afro-Descendant Nation.
Family, family, family. I love y'all. Y'all know I love y'all with a passion. I say it on every single episode. Y'all know we stand together through anything. Y'all know we ride against anybody. We are stronger than ever. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? Did this man just give us a number to reparations? Family, I never thought in my 30 plus years that I would ever see somebody talking about reparations hotline, text for reparations. He didn't talk about what you're going to say when you get there. He didn't say what you were going to say when you show up. He didn't say if you were going to get the operator. He didn't say it was going to be automated. This man has a spam call. How many times y'all get the spam calls? All right. Your phone ringing, you think of somebody, it's a spam call. They got a spam call for reparations. This is what they talking about. This is what they saying. And you ain't lying. That hairline is moonwalking. That hairline moonwalking all the way back. Family, what the hell was that? What the hell was that? A reparations hotline? We out here talking about getting an anti-foundational Black American hate crime law. We out here talking about no tangibles, no vote. We out here talking about trillions of dollars for reparations. We know where our decimal point goes. They talking about a decimal point because you need to dial 877-506. My hairline's fucked up. Get the hell out of here.
Thank you. Hey, good.
You think that was bad? Watch him talk about reparations. Then he gonna tell you how he's out here fishing.
Day to you wherever you are. This is Senator Hubert Bass of the Afro-Descendant Nation. Thought I'd come on today just to remind you that you got a National Reparations Convention that's going to be taking place on May the 17th through the 19th in Washington, D.C. The information is in the link. Give you a chance to prepare to be there. Be there. And if you can't be there, share the information. Share the information.
No, if you can't be there, take Black Alpha's picture that you went and scammed the internet for and put it in the goddamn commercial. Yeah, that's what you do. If you can't be there, fly to my country and try to act like you built this country. If you can't be there, try to tether on to foundational Black American accomplishments. That's what they seem to do when they can't be somewhere. They try to take from somebody who is there.
Well, I'm outside checking on my fish pond, and it's been doing a lot of raining down here in this part of Arkansas. Just coming out to check on the water in my fish pond. Gonna do a little fish farming this year, so let's take a look. Oh yeah, we got some.
Did this man just show us his fish pond? Family, are we looking at a man's fish? How the hell did he go from reparations to look at my fish? I thought the hotline was messed up. Damn.
Movement out here. We're gonna make it go expand it a little bit. But I am Senator Hubert Bass of the Afro-Descendant Nation. Did you know that there's a major campaign going on right now? And I'm not talking about for president of the United States. I'm talking about there's a national campaign, a plebiscite, a vote to determine.
Did he say a plebiscite? Did I hear that right? Hold on. Tell me I'm wrong. What?
A plebiscite.
Damn.
A vote to determine by our people how we feel about reparations and self-determination. In the description of this video, there's a link that you can click on. And when you click on that link, it will take you straight to the ballot. Once we get a determined or desired number of votes, we're going to make a complaint to the International Court of Justice.
Stop. Listen to what he said right there, y'all. Did y'all catch that? What I told y'all. They're out here now talking about taking reparations to the international court. This is all designed, y'all, to undercut foundational Black Americans. This is what I'm saying. They are secretly trying to undercut our reparations by making it, one, race-based, and two, by trying to take it to the international courts. I'm going to show y'all clips from this convention. This is going to be Black Alpha exclusives that you're going to get here first, family, first and foremost. These people are trying to go over us, and if they can't go over us, they want to undermine us. Listen to what he says. If you hear Tether talk, they're going to tell you the whole story.
Votes, we're going to make a complaint to the International Court of Justice. Now, what is that? That's an international body in which the nations of the earth have agreed to abide by the rule of law.
What? What the hell? No, stop it. Stop it. Well, let's stop right now. Let's get real in the field, okay? Let's get real in the field. Did the man just literally sit there and say that they're going to try to take reparations to the international court? They're going to try to go to the dominant society and get reparations. Notice, fam, he ain't say nothing about lineage, y'all. He ain't say nothing about foundational Black Americans. He ain't say nothing about building the country. He didn't say anything that pertains to what we have started. Ain't nobody out here giving us our proper etiquette or our just due. They're trying to jump above us the same way that a tether is always going to try. That part. But fam, it get way worse than that. It get way worse than that. Let's move on. Let's go forward from there. I want y'all to see this. Look at this right here, y'all. This shows you what was going on at this Tether convention. We crashed the first one. They came back for the second one. And if you guys remember, I told everybody I'd be right on back for the next one, and I'd bring the truth right back around. Look at this right here, family. Now they're talking about reparations. But I'm telling you, listen to the words. You're going to hear several things, family, that are going to be exactly what we say. Listen.
Jack. Dante, you're fine. Shabazz. Attorney Everson, right? Okay, it's hard to have a sister standing in this environment. So, Minister Najee, can you bring another chair here for Attorney Everson?
Look who's there. Y'all see this guy right here? Okay, y'all remember right before we had the first reparations rally in 2022, out of nowhere, we was having all types of trouble as the Black grassroots getting any form of actual representation. They were not trying to give brothers and sisters the actual permits. This guy right here, Rashard something, he's the guy who had that rally maybe a few weeks before we had ours. They gave him a permit real quick, ASAP. Dude got his permit so damn quick, family. And we were struggling as the Black grassroots. They weren't trying to really give brothers and sisters a permit. They weren't really trying to have brothers and sisters get it. How many of y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? Before, on November 5th, 2022, when we had our first rally for reparations, this guy right here, he got a permit real quick, and they weren't really trying to give it to our good brother? Yeah, out of nowhere. Now, this same guy, he's clicked up with the National Tether Convention. And these folks got their whole things. Check this out right here, family.
Of Reparations United. Take us, there he is, Brother Pam Howard. We have here to my right, we have the leader of the National Reparations League. He's a young man. He's a former professional basketball player overseas. I mean, he's 7 feet tall. I mean, I haven't felt this. I have never felt this short since I was in high school and I was on the basketball team going against big 6'10" Leonard Taylor. But that's another story. But I'm happy to see a man that represents the dedication of athletes to our struggle and is setting an example.
Athletes, who gives a damn? And what the hell is that organization? I never heard of them. They're all clicked up now. It's not just the Afro descendants, fam. Now you got a whole different gang of people. But watch what he says here. Watch who he said he was in Washington, D.C. meeting up with.
Of what athletes could be and should be doing in our struggle. And he has critical information. He has a reparations report card that he's going to share with us briefly, and we can get back into it. He and I have just returned from walking the halls of Congress, the Rayburn building, the Longworth building, the Russell office building where the congressmen and senators are. And he will tell you himself what we just experienced while walking these halls of Congress, because we have been engaged in lobbying for reparations, lobbying. And it was critical today as we went to Congress.
They went to Congress, y'all, and were lobbying for reparations. They are going to the international court to lobby for reparations, but they're not involved in anything within the lineage. Watch who he said he went to go meet with when they were in Washington, D.C. on Capitol Hill.
Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee's office.
Stop. They went and met with Sheila Jackson Lee, Miss H.R. 44 III. Look who else.
We went to Congressman Brian Donalds from Florida office. We went to Mitch McConnell's office.
Mitch McConnell. Family, they went to Mitch McConnell and Sheila Jackson Lee to go get reparations. This is what's happening. What you think they talking about when they in there? What you think they having conversations about? You think they standing on lineage business? You think they representing the FBA family tree? You think they holding us down? Or you think there's some deal cutting? You think there's some sliding going on? Some manipulation going on? Hell no. And you exactly right, Queen. She's not FBA. Exactly right. This is what we talking about. This is exactly what we talking about. And you right. You damn right. I exposed Cornel West. Yes, I did. And I'm going to get him here in a minute on this episode. I'm going to be respectful, okay? But I'm still going to regulate. Check this out right here, y'all. It ain't done. So they go and they see Sheila Jackson Lee, and then they go see Mitch McConnell. Family, let me ask y'all this question. I need to see y'all real quick. You think Mitch McConnell would ever meet with Black Alpha? Do you think Mitch McConnell would ever sit down and have a conversation with me? He wouldn't talk to me about a football game. You really think he's going to talk to me about reparations? You think Mitch McConnell would ever sit down with Dr. Claude Anderson? You think Mitch McConnell would ever sit down with any of y'all? How can you have a meeting with Mitch McConnell unless you doing something that Mitch McConnell agree with? Unless you shaking some hands with Mitch McConnell. You just left Sheila Jackson Lee's office. You walk right down the hallway to Mitch McConnell's office. Mind you, Mitch McConnell's the dude that be freezing up. And he be having glitches on camera. He don't even know where he be at sometimes. And they got a meeting with Mitch McConnell. And then they got a meeting with Sheila Jackson Lee. Anybody who is not allowed to get a meeting with them is probably Black grassroots. Somebody who is allowed and who is welcomed is probably not Black grassroots and is pretending to be Black grassroots. And we call those ops. Not done. Watch as it further proceeds, y'all. Watch as it proceeds. It gets even more crazy.
Wouldn't you like to have been a fly on the wall to see big, well-dressed Rashad Singleton at 7 feet tall speaking to Mitch McConnell's staff, and how shocked they were to see these strong brothers in there handling our business on Capitol Hill. We'll get to that in a moment. We have the attorney who will be speaking, our attorney who will speak to us on behalf of the Afro-descendant nation. Her name is Attorney Harriet Abubakar, the Queen Mother of the Afro-descendant nation, and the wife of the Honorable Silas Muhammad, and a longtime human rights pioneer in her own right. Let's give her a round of applause.
Stop. Look at this right here, y'all. Look at this. Look at this. If these people walked down the street and came anywhere near the Black grassroots, you wouldn't pick them out of a lineup. Always be careful of these people who are praising and putting badges on their shirts, on their chests, and they're acting like there's somebody from somewhere that we know about them. Family, we don't know these people. These people are not out here putting in work. How many task force have you seen these people? I've been to task force. I spoke at task force. I probably had the speech of the year at the task force in Fulton County, Atlanta, standing on business. Y'all know me. I see y'all. Y'all have actually been out. Y'all met Afro Elite. Y'all met Tariq Nasheed. Y'all met our brothers and sisters. Who these people be? Whose man is this? Who these people be? So what you see now is what you always see. Foundational Black Americans start putting in work in the Black grassroots. We're out here being very, very certified. They start to elevate the counterfeit. We out here putting work in the streets. We putting it down authentic. They start to bring up the artificial. This is what happens all the time. Y'all remember the same thing. What we're seeing is the same play they did with Black Lives Matter. Y'all remember back in Ferguson, right? With the Mike Brown situation. There were genuine, foundational Black American grassroots activists that were putting in work in Ferguson. Out of nowhere, you start to see D-Ray. You start to see all the damn Rainbow Skittle folks. They start popping up and they start getting microphones. They start getting interviewed. You'll have somebody you ain't never seen in your life. They'll get a microphone and they'll be put in front of us and they'll say they speak on behalf of us. They took out all the real activists in Ferguson and they implanted and inserted all of the counterfeit Black Lives Matter people. I'm talking about they on ABC, NBC. They going to meet with Sheila Jackson. They going to meet with Mitch McConnell. You don't know who these people are. How can you have somebody in the streets putting in work every single day and you don't never see these people? But out of nowhere, you got somebody else who just showed up and he get an interview broadcasted to 300 million homes at night. Unless somebody working with the boys. It's not that difficult, y'all. You go back to the civil rights era. When you had the real Black Panthers, out of nowhere, you got a bunch of people who were ops who were working with the government. Out of nowhere, they start getting interviews. When you had the whole situation back with the LA riots, go back to the LA riots in the early 90s. The real brothers and sisters who were out there holding down the front line, they didn't interview them. You had a bunch of people showing up saying, I represent them. It's the fake spokesperson. They always put them in front of us. And the main goal, y'all, is to dissipate our lineage energy and bring in some type of fraudulent Afro-descendant energy. That part. Now, mind you, we seen the guy earlier, and they're saying we all Africans. Let me show y'all this. And then I got a question to ask you guys. Let me ask y'all this right here. Be very careful of these people who show up. Look at this right here. This is the Afro-descendant term that they're trying to put on us. The term Afro-descendant refers to descendants of peoples who were forcibly disposed of their homeland, Africa, were transported to the Americas and the slavery diaspora for the purpose of enslavement, were subjected to slavery, were subjected to forced mixed breeding, have experienced through force and the loss of their mother tongue, culture, and religion, or have experienced racial discrimination due to lost ties or partially lost ties from their original identity. Afro-descendants are experiencing an ethnogenesis, our terms, the reestablishment of the mind or the resurrection of people who have been lost with the identity to self due to 400 years of slavery. Let me ask y'all this question. I got to ask this to all of y'all. Do you identify as an Afro-descendant, or do you identify as a certified foundational Black American? And then ask yourself this question again. Who spoke about more? Who holds more weight? Who's holding it down more? Afro-descendant or certified foundational Black Americans? It's all eyes on who? Who's at the tip of everybody's tongue? Who are the people that everybody's talking about? Who is about to put a couple thousand people in Washington, D.C. for the second time because we put a couple thousand people in D.C. the first time? And then who's filling up a small little church? Who's out here putting in work? Who's doing it big? And then who's doing it small? So do you identify as an Afro-descendant, or do you identify as a foundational Black American? Let me tell you something, fam. If you've been here since day one, if you're the foundation of this country, if everything that's great and wonderful and beautiful about this country is because of you, if all of your ancestors passed here, if you want to go see your great-great-grandma's grave, you're right here in America, you ain't got to hop on no planes. If you got all of that going for you, family, and you still feel that you are an Afro-descendant, then goddamn it, go be one. But we are foundational Black Americans. We've been here since day one, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, day one. And we are this lineage in this country. So these people trying to erase that and turn us into something that we have no parts of, they're not doing that because they believe it. They're doing that because they get some type of gain from it. What are those gains? We're going there. Let's continue. Let's proceed to give you what you need. Receipts, receipts, receipts. We got them all. So you see that right there, family, and you see them talking. I want y'all to see this right here. Remember that same Cam Howard talking all that? Watch how Cam Howard, who represents NARC, an Afro-descendant pan-scam Africanism, because all this is Pan-Africanism redressed. Watch this.
West? Is he going to take votes from the Democratic Party or the Republican Party, or why is he in the race? I got my strong opinions on these subject matters, but I've chosen to reserve all of my strong opinions on these subject matters, and I'm going to defer to my guest and to my candidate in this hour because I know that he's going to speak for me. And so therefore, I want to bring to you from Reparations United, Mr. Cam Howard, who will briefly explain the Earn the Black Vote campaign and his striving for a federal reparations commission.
Wait a minute. Cam Howard is talking about earn the black vote? Cam Howard never talked like that. Cam Howard was out here saying vote blue no matter who. In about 3 minutes, I'm going to show you him saying that. Out of nowhere, Cam Howard is talking about earn the vote. Fam, who started to earn the vote? Who started to demand something for our vote? These people sit back and they watch every single thing we do. Watch how Cam Howard is trying to act like he's grassroots. Watch how Cam Howard is acting like he's pressing these politicians. They were all vote blindly for your whole life. Now they've been watching us, and now they want to act like they out here crusading. They want to look like they're the riders. Hell no.
That he's striving to get from President Joe Biden. Let's bring Mr. Cam Howard on.
Thank you, Brother Minister, Brother Malik. Thank you, Dr. West, for your candidacy, and thank you, Dr. Molina. I am Cam Howard with Reparations United. Reparations United is the leading organization of a national collaborative, the Earn the Black Vote National Collaborative. Our primary goal is to extract a reparations commission by executive order from the president before the election. Last year, the company Resonate identified 2.9 million Black voters who voted for President Biden in 2020 say that they disapprove of him going into this next election. 2.9 million Black voters, that's 20% of the Black voters who voted in the election say they—
Freeze. Did he just, whoa, hold up, wait a minute. Hell no, hell no. You're not gonna pull this scam, Howard. You're not gonna act like you represent us. Hold up.
9 million Black voters who voted for President Biden in 2020 say that they disapprove of him going into this next election. 2.9 million Black voters, that's 20% of the Black voters who voted in the election say they disapprove of President Biden. That number may have increased as a result of the Black voters' perception of Biden's handling of the Israeli-Palestine war, or it may have slightly—
Stop. You knew it was coming. Listen to what he said. Listen to what he just said right there, family. He says the Palestinian war. They didn't even talk about reparations in this. They're not speaking about reparations. They pivoted immediately into the Palestinian conflict. Look what he just said, fam. He didn't start talking about reparations. He starts talking about Palestine. The first issue he brings up is a pivot issue.
President Biden. That number may have increased as a result of the Black voters' perception of Biden's handling of the Israeli-Palestine war, or it may have slightly decreased as Biden has taken it upon himself to specifically target the Black community at this particular—
Black folks ain't worrying about that. That ain't no voter issue. We're not out here talking about, I don't want reparations, I don't want tangibles, I don't want nothing. Let's just solve the Palestinian issue. Didn't we say they trying to put that on us? Look at the pivot. They say they talking about reparations, but in reality, he talking about a ceasefire.
Time. But what we do know is that those who disapprove of him are saying they may not vote at all in November. Some are saying they may vote third party. Some are saying they may vote even for Trump. Those who are looking at a possible third party are overwhelmingly saying they're looking at Dr. West and Dr.
No, they're not.
Molina. Those disapproving Black voters are saying that the Black vote, in fact, must be earned. They're tired of being taken for granted. Our votes being taken for granted. They're tired of being forced to, as Dr. Molina said, choose between the lesser two evils. They're tired of being held fully accountable to saving this democracy, and yet we get nothing from this democracy.
Stop. Y'all got to bear with me right now. Y'all got to bear with me. Let's get him while it's hot. Look what he just said. He said that brothers and sisters are out here saying, you got to earn our vote. He out here saying that brothers and sisters out here saying, we always save democracy and we save America. What have we got? When has Cam Howard ever talked like that? When has Cam Howard ever put politicians to task and ever said, you got to do something? Cam Howard never says that. How do we know that Cam Howard never talks like that? Because this is May 2024. So let's go on back to November 2023, just a few months ago. Let me show you Cam Howard, and he said the complete 100% utter opposite. Now, all of a sudden, when he been taking notes from the black grassroots, now all of a sudden it's, you got to earn our vote. How come just in November, you were saying vote Democrat no matter who? Scam. Let's go there. Y'all know we got receipts all damn day, every which way. Look at this right here. Certified salute to my brother Afro Elite. Certified salute, Afro. Afro broke this right there because he was with me at the convention. Watch this. Cam Howard says that we should vote for the Democratic Party because it's in our best interest, and what we want in return is a reparations commission. Look at this right here. Cam, we got you. You on camera. Cam, you on camera. Let's go there. Remember what he just said. He said we got to earn votes when he was stealing our words. How come he wasn't saying that in November?
Was to demonstrate to the Democratic Party the political will of the party, say to the president, the political will of the party to push this legislation forward, and then having the president then create an executive order. We did that. So 217 co-sponsors in the Congress and the House. We had a Senate companion bill introduced for the first time since Reconstruction. We had the Speaker, the Senate chair, sign on to the Senate bill. 10 of the 20 committee chairs in the Senate sign on to the Senate committee bill, as well as 10 other senators. So we demonstrated that there is political will within the Democratic Party to pass this legislation, but because the way this country is, the Congress is set up, this bill would be a bill that's filibustered in the Senate. It would never get out of the Senate, but you need 60 votes in the Senate to block a filibuster. There's not been one Republican on this bill since the introduction of this bill. And to think we're going to get 10 Republicans is ludicrous. It's not even a function, it's not even function in reality. So we always knew this bill had to come through the president. And so now, whether we demonstrated this political will to the president, our efforts now are centered solely and focused solely on getting this president right now, not after the election, but right now, to create an executive reparations commission through executive order. Unfortunately, the commission process is what we have to go through in this country for reparations. That's what the Japanese had to go. They had to get a commission first. We should be able to send a reparations bill to Congress, but again, it's not going to pass in Congress. We just don't have the votes. This process prohibits us from passing something of this nature in Congress. It can only come through executive order. The time frame that we're working with is very narrow to get this established. We're talking like within the next 3 months, putting the type of pressure on the president within the next 3 months. And even
listen what he said, y'all. He said the time frame is narrow, so we have the next 3 months. So right here, he's saying in 3 months, we need to get Joe Biden. He's giving a whole Democratic campaign speech. He wasn't there talking reparations. He's using reparations so he can get some energy towards the Democrats. He's sitting there saying in the next 3 months, we need to go and get some type of commission from Joe Biden. Okay, 3-4 months later, we just showed a clip where he's talking about they need to earn our vote. Which one is it? 3 months ago, we need to go to the Democrats and Joe Biden. Now you saying vote blue no matter who is over. We need to stand on business. Hell no. Watch him right here. He ain't done.
Even if we get it established in 3 months, we're talking 4, maybe 5 years before we just comes to our community. 6 months of our power. So we don't want to say, I'm not going to vote, or I'm going to vote Republican, or I'm going to vote third party. Not at this particular point.
Stop. No, wait a minute. Hold up, man. Y'all know we got receipts, y'all. Listen to what he said. He said, we're not going to vote third party. He said in November, we're not voting third party. And just yesterday in May, he said, we're going to vote third party for Cornel West. This man flip-flopping all over the damn place.
Of our power. So we don't want to say, I'm not going to vote, or I'm going to vote Republican, or I'm going to vote third party. Not at this particular point. We might have to say that later, but we don't just give up our power without utilizing it. I'm seeing that it doesn't work. So our message is
You have to earn our vote. And we're telling black men and black electorate, that's the message. You have to earn our vote. And to earn our vote, we want a reparations commission, nothing less. You know you depended on us. We know you depended on us. And we will vote for the Democratic Party because this is our—
Boom. Hold up. Let me play that one more time. Let me run that back.
Because this is our best interest. We're not for the Democratic Party because this is our best. Vote for the Democratic Party. Vote for the vote for the Democratic. Vote for the Democratic Party because this is our best interest. We're not going to get reparations to the Republican Party. We'll vote for the Democratic Party because this is our best interest. We're not going to get reparations to the Republican Party. Point blank. It's in our best interest, but we're not going to be taken advantage of.
Done. Checkmate. They don't want no smoke. They don't want none. They don't want no problems over here. They better leave them problems alone, man. These are problems you don't want. Okay? Put it down. FBA, we too heavy, man. You can't pick us up. Nah. No way, homie. No way at all. Right there. Receipts. Okay? In May, just 2 days ago, he says that we are going to make these people earn our vote. And then you just seen him say, we voting Democrat. He said it. He said, we are voting for the Democrat. It's in our best interest. And now all of a sudden he's talking about y'all need to earn our vote. And we get left with nothing. How come we don't never get nothing, but y'all always want to come at us? Nah, because they sitting there taking notes, y'all. They sitting there taking notes. They watching every single thing that we do. Why? It's because they know foundational Black Americans are going to put all of them out of business. What I always say, when foundational Black Americans get on code, all the agents and the ops get pink slips. They got to go to Massa's house. Yes, indeed. That's what it is. That's what it's always been. These people come at foundational Black Americans, and then they have to go see Massa. Massa want to know why he paying you and everything you doing ain't working. That's only one of them. That's only one of them, fam. Look at this right here. Did y'all see this? Y'all remember when I ran up on that dude at the Fulton County Task Force, that in Cobra guy? You got narc with Cam Howard. Just expose him. He done. He ain't never going to be the same. He wasn't nothing anyway. And then y'all remember when I ran up on that in Cobra guy, right? Y'all remember that? Do you know that this man is running around here saying that he was scared for his life? Y'all know that? I'm not lying. I ain't lying. And I got the receipts to show you. This is what we talking about. We out here. It's full court press. It's a Black American summer. Certified Black society. Look at this right here, y'all. This is these people. We got to remember, all of this Afro-descendant stuff is just rebranded Pan-Africanism. They understand that Pan-Africanism, we got rid of that term. Pan-Africanism is put in the dumpster along with minority and people of color and Black and brown. All right, you can put that right there. That's all over with. We took that same energy, got it out the building. So now they got to say, quit saying Pan-African. That's gone. In the streets, that don't hold no weight. That's over with. Let's say Afro-descendant. Let's flip it up a little bit. Let's try to twist it. That's what they do. Same with narc and in Cobra. Y'all remember when I ran up on dude? Watch this right here. Watch this dude. Y'all remember that dude right there? That's the dude who was walking around with sandals, right? Y'all watch this man. He goes to some ADOS event and he starts talking about how he had some issues when he had some run-in with some people. See, he thinks he's talking about ADOS, all right? But really, he's talking about FBA. ADOS is an organization, Foundational Black Americans. We are a lineage. Watch what this dude says, y'all. He starts saying how he had some run-in and it wasn't good at the Reparations Task Force in Fulton County. We were the ones in Fulton County, me and my brother EJ, we were the ones in Fulton County who pressed him. Watch how these folks is out here trying to cop pleas and they trying to play victim. This is what you get when you deal with these scam Africans, Afro-descendants, in Cobras, narcs. Watch this.
Regarding the foundation, first of all, let me just say this. In Cobra, is the organization we're referring to. So in Cobra, intentionally set ourselves up not to be a 501c3 35 years ago, because if you're not going to get any money, that would limit and have to work due to their influence, either direct ownership or influence by payouts. I didn't even feel comfortable coming to this session today.
He said, I didn't feel comfortable coming to this session today. Watch.
Because my last experience with some ADOS folks was not a positive experience.
No, it wasn't ADOS, homeboy. No. No, it wasn't ADOS, not Fulton County. Not in Atlanta. No, not in the great state of Georgia. Nah, this is my territory. This is my turf. Yeah, it wasn't them. It wasn't that. It was certified black society. Yes, indeed. Watch him out here. He said he was scared when he was in Fulton County.
At a Fulton County Reparations Task Force meeting. So I'm not. So
yeah, he know what time it is. Look at these people right here. Watch what he say. Watch what he say.
Positive experience at a Fulton County Reparations Task Force meeting. So I'm not so comfortable coming to this session today because my last experience with some ADOS folks was not a positive experience at a Fulton County Reparations Task Force meeting. So
okay, that's what they're talking, right? That's the type of time they on, right? Okay, let's go there. This is what we're saying. This is the interference these folks be running. This is the interference they be trying to run, but they can't. They can't. We move too smooth, man. We too swift, real swift. That was him sitting there talking about the whole task force and all that. These Tethers, fam. These Tethers. This is the guy right there. He talking about the Fulton County Reparations Task Force. The only people who pressed him at the Fulton County Reparations Task Force was I, Black Alpha. Yes, indeed. And I started asking him about some of that in Cobra stuff he talked. And then I told him, we know that you take money from the Democrats. Watch.
To us, to be honest with you, in Cobra, it seems like a Democratic Shield organization. So I want to ask you, is it a Democratic Shield organization?
Democratic Shield?
Democratic Shield, yes. I mean, you do everything the Democrats say you do and take money from the Democrats.
We don't get any money from the Democrats.
Well, not publicly, private.
We don't get any money from the Democrats.
Okay, well, I know a lot of people that, do you know, you got books?
I've been on the national board since 2004. Okay. I get our annual. I get our budget.
People actually trace and Cobra going all the way back to George Soros. Get money from George Soros.
We haven't got any money from George Soros.
I told him, I said, nah, homeboy. I said, we know that y'all get money from George Soros. If y'all remember, I broke out every goddamn receipt down to the detail that they get money directly from Open Society and all these different organizations. He starts to get nervous and he starts getting up to walk away. That's the same dude. He was talking about the Fulton County Task Force in Atlanta. He had a bad experience. He thought that he was talking to some ADOS people when he was talking to Strappy. No. He talking to Black Alpha Network. This is what it was. And I pressed him and watched him get up and start to leave.
Know that for a fact. You can tell me honestly, or you just tell me that it's true.
I just finished telling you I'm on the board of the organization.
Okay. Are you accounting for him?
Quarterly. That means
are you accounting? I'm an accountant. Are you accounting for him?
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Quarterly, we have a board meeting.
Yes, sir.
And at that quarterly board meeting,
I know board meeting.
Our treasurer gives
He's
us
stuttering.
a financial report. We know how much money is in the bank. We know where the money came from, how much money came from fundraising, how much money came from chapters paying their dues, how much money may have.
How many of those people are affiliated with the Democratic Party, a sister organization?
They're not the treasurer, the board.
No. I've seen it now,
bro. Okay, you can believe this one week. That's what this is really coming down to. Because I'm sitting here telling you as a board member, somebody.
Hey, he said, you can believe whatever you want to. I said, shit, I am. What do you think? I'm going to say, okay, ain't no advice.
Cobra 1996, brother.
And
what you're saying to me?
1996. So what? It's been off code since 1996 before that.
Hey, he said, I've been on the border in Cobra since 1996. And I said, you've been off code since 1996.
What you're saying to me?
Okay, as a person from the Black grassroots, brother, as a person from the Black grassroots, I want to let you know that in Cobra has really done nothing for us. You've been around, you said 1996. Tell me what has been accomplished for Black Americans in terms of reparations. It's a simple question. What has been accomplished for reparations from in Cobra?
He couldn't answer the question. I said, as somebody in the Black grassroots, I said, in Cobra is seen basically as a coon organization. He couldn't answer the question.
Treasury done to get us money. That's a whole lot of people that in Cobra is affiliated with that hasn't moved the needle 1 inch. I know Black grassroots people.
I'm telling them, in Cobra ain't never done nothing.
So I'm asking you, what has in Cobra really ever done for reparations in terms of our lineage? Not assuming that you are a Black American. Simple question, bro.
Look out. Hey, look. Eye to eye. I'm a grown man. Look at it. Eye to eye contact. I want y'all to see that right there. Look at that picture. Look who's looking forward like a grown ass man, eye to eye. And then look who's looking down. That man looking down at the seats. He's trying to see what's on the floor. I'm looking directly at him. This is how you handle these Afro descendants and scam Africans and these cobras and narcs. These are the people trying to take reparations away from your children. All right. If we go and we never get our reparations, trust me, it's going to be about these people working in cahoots with the dominant society. So this is why you got the full court press these folks. He looking at the floor. I'm looking at him eye to eye. I'm a man. That's how I was raised. He ain't looking at me eye to eye. And I asked him a simple question. I said, what has Cobra ever done for black people? And I said, that's assuming you black. Now watch this man tell me he ain't even black. This who it is, y'all. This man goes to every single reparations task force. He goes to the ones in Atlanta. He goes to the ones in California. He goes to the ones in New York. This man is being paid by the Democratic Party to go to every single reparations task force and hearing that we have in this country, all 50 states. And he's there by design to undermine our reparations. And he says he's not even black, but he's speaking on reparations for foundational black Americans. Make it make sense.
I'm not being hostile. I'm asking you some questions. Be a professional. I'm an accountant, brother. I know professional. So I'm just asking.
Well, first of all, I don't consider myself black.
You don't consider yourself black?
No, because...
So why are y'all here talking about reparations for black Americans? Aren't you disqualified from that conversation? Would a Latino say he doesn't understand? Would a Latino say that he's not Latino, but yet fight for something for Latino?
Well, I'm going to...
You get shook. You get shook. Hey, he said, I don't see myself as black. I said, if you don't see yourself as black, then why are you here? I said, will a Latino say he ain't Latino, but he's sitting in on Latino reparations? You don't see yourself as black, but you sitting in on our reparations. What is the point of that other than you trying to run interference?
I'm gonna let you. I'm telling you, that there's no black person in this room. You looking at it. Black is the color of that. Black is also the color of that. Black is also my every human being on this earth recognizes who they are based on the land base that they come from. There's no yellow people, there's no blue people, there's no purple people, there's no white people. You are defined based on the land space that you are come from. We come from Africa. No, we come from Africa.
I'm not from Africa.
No, sir.
You can be from wherever
I have no family from
where I
Africa.
want to be. I'm from where I am from. That's not up to an opinion. Here's the question: if you are going to feel that way, why would you subject everyone else to your opinion of not being black?
Some people say African American.
But why would we take some?
Some people say New African.
Okay, if African American was created in 1987 by Jesse Jackson.
That's not created, but
what
it
was
was
it?
introduced into the community.
Look at that right there. He said, some people would say you this. He said, some people would say you an African American. I said, well, African American was created in 1987 by Jesse Jackson. He said, it wasn't created. It was introduced. Yeah, it was introduced after it was created. And we broke down, if y'all remember, about 4 broadcasts ago, we broke down an article from 1987 that shows you Jesse Jackson and Cobra and all of those organizations created and introduced that term to Black Americans, even though the majority of Black Americans at 75% rejected the term African American. Black Americans rejected that term, and we preferred to go with just black. And they said no. They said you are going to be African Americans. It's the same way they don't want us to be foundational Black Americans, and they want us to accept Afro-descendant. About every 15 years, family, they try to make up a word that disciples everything that we do and tries to put us on their page. This is what he's trying to do. Shut it down. It
was created, then introduced. You got to create it, then introduce.
To create Africa, you don't create Africa. Africa exists. We are descendants of Africa. Everybody in this room is a descendant of Africa.
White people are descendants of Africa. Do they say that they're African American?
Right there. They say descendants of Africa. When they say, well, everybody's a descendants of Africa, I said, okay, then so are white people then. And notice you turn around. Once again, look at the picture. I'm sitting upright looking at him. He's looking away. His hair is damn near on the damn seats.
Elon Musk is an African American.
Elon Musk is an African American.
Big fact. All the documents, I'm trying to tell him that all the documents on the table is what he's telling me.
Those of us who are in this room
are that's a strong man argument at the end of the day.
Those of us who are in this room are descendants of Africans who were enslaved in America.
You may be. I am a foundational Black American, meaning my people are the foundation of this country.
Now, this is where it gets good. This is where he starts getting mad.
Has to be lean face, correct, and not all Black people. Brother,
this guy right here, cool, but this guy was doing a little too much talking for me. He was trying to explain it and all that. We ain't here to explain. We here to tell. I ain't just saying. I'm just telling.
doesn't believe black exists. No, he said he's wearing black. I'm giving you that. Do you believe that second generation Africans are owed Fulton County reparations or any type of resources from this task force? Yes or no?
Say that again.
Second generation Africans or Caribbeans, do you think they are owed reparations from this Fulton County task force in any way, shape, or form? Yes or no?
Do you believe second generation Africans or Caribbeans deserve reparations from the Fulton County, Atlanta, America task force hearing? Yes or no? Watch his answer.
That's a yes or no question, though, brother.
And
Yes or
answer
no question. Exactly.
Depending on what the scope of this, depending on what the
elongated answer. So typically, when you're incorrect, right? When you're incorrect, you do this, right? That means you're not fit to oversee.
Okay, hold on. My short answer is yes.
So that's wrong.
That wasn't a short answer. It took you 5 minutes to get to it.
He said that my short answer is yes. I said that wasn't a damn short answer. It took you 5 minutes to get to it. How you got an answer to take you that long, but yet you trying to sit here and tell foundational Black Americans that you are on the same page? No, the hell you not, homie. You better try again and try another one because we ain't falling for it. But that right there shows you, and we ain't done. Hold up. Since we here, let me show y'all this. This right here shows y'all again. This man, here we go. This is when we just got to the point. I'm done with talking. We ain't playing all that victim stuff. You can get out of here.
Respectfully, you're not qualified to speak on my
I said none of y'all are qualified to speak on reparations.
No, I'm saying that. No, it's not even about that.
I told him you ain't qualified. He said, I can say you ain't qualified. I'm like, shit, I'm a big deal, homie. Who are you?
I'm not being funded by the Democratic Party.
I'm not getting funded by the Democratic Party.
No,
show me receipts of that.
That.
Show me receipts of that.
Show me receipts that we are not the foundation of the country.
Show me receipts that Incobra's funded by the Democratic Party.
Everybody knows it.
Show me receipts that Incobra's funded by the Democrats.
Shout out to Cameron, by the way. I seen the interview last night.
I know that I'm not.
You are funded by the Democrats.
What organization? Show me.
The Democrats. Incobra.
The Democrat is a.
Let me slow down.
How many people
are funded by Incobra? You may not want to know because you say you are not Black.
And y'all are not fit for this.
And all that hooting and hollering doesn't really move.
You don't believe that.
I told him, hey, all that hooting and hollering don't scare me, homeboy.
Y'all were hooting and hollering up there. So
I spoke very calm and very soft.
Some people
you're
did.
Hooting and hollering. Tap dancing don't scare me.
Tap dancing don't scare me.
But you're doing it, so you must not scare yourself.
I said tap dancing don't scare me. He said tap dancing don't scare me either. I said, well, then you ain't scared of yourself, then, homeboy, because you're tap dancing.
Incobra is a tap dancing coon organization and founded.
Let me just get to the point. Incobra is a tap dancing coon organization. I'm one of the only people you ever gonna see on footage tell one of the heads of Incobra they are a tap dancing coon organization straight to his face and he's scared. Checkmate.
Incobra is a tap dancing coon organization and foundational Black Americans are the lineage. Africans
we wouldn't be having this conversation right now if it wasn't for the work that Incobra has done.
Off code, Africans, no reparations, tap dancing, he's scared, foundational Black Americans, Black Alpha Network. Let's roll. Hey, look, y'all, he's still mad. Look at this. He's still mad down there, babbling. He over there babbling. He wobbling. He wobbling. We heard him. You see what happens when you speak the truth, family? You see what happens? His false teeth was about to fall out. FBA, all day certified, Black Alpha Network.
He was still down there trying to babble. He was still down there, family. And by the way, somebody told me word on the street. I'm just being honest with you. Somebody there told me that might have been an agent. Somebody told me that might be an agent. Notice when we walk away, this guy right here who doesn't even, I never seen this guy there. He comes and he started to accompany him. That might have been the agent. Y'all said he was on task. It looked like he was on task right there. We know they're being funded.
In Cobra, you can't stand next to us. Never, not at all. Foundational Black Americans, Fulton County, reparations. Anybody who's not talking on reparations for our lineage, disqualified because we certified. Certified, salute to everybody. One love every day.
Oh, and then, man, y'all know, I'm sorry. I'm from Ohio/Georgia. We sometimes get a little petty, you know what I'm saying? Georgia/Ohio. And, you know, when I was leaving, I kind of seen him walking up the street and I seen him kind of just walking away. So, you know, I had to, you know, say something. You know, I had to let him know something. I said, hey, bro, you know, we see you, but, you know, you just need to find out that foundational Black Americans out here for real. So I had a few words for him as he was leaving. But that right there, that's ran off the block. I officially and literally ran him off the block. Look at him leaving, y'all. That's him walking away. Look at him. He gone. He got sandals on. He got his sandals on, fam. He out the door. He out the door. He leaving. He couldn't handle that pressure. This is what we doing. We're not playing about reparations, family. We are not playing about reparations. It is a real thing out here that we are trying to achieve. We do not have no time for naysayers. We don't have no time for people running interference. We don't have no time for folks like this. So him and his sandals, all right, they floated down the block, and we officially ran him off the block. And not to mention, that was the second time I did that, because I had also ran off that reparations task force lady from California. I ran her off the block as well. This is what we do over here on the certified side. We're not playing no games with these individuals. We keeping it 100%. So him and his sandals, they went there. I think they cried in the car. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good and it's all gravy. You gonna be all right. You gonna be all right. That part. So look at this, fam. We already see the type of energy that these folks is on. All right. That is the type of time and the type of energy they was trying to give us. Look at this. Back to it. So as we sat there and we seen all of that nonsense, these are the people. We exposed them. I told everybody this is what's going on with these conventions, fam. I want y'all to see somebody I'm not sure y'all are familiar with. Are you guys familiar that Cornel West picked this lady to be his vice president? Yes. Look at this lady right here. She was selected by Cornel West to be the vice president for him. But I need y'all to notice this. As I show y'all this right here, I want y'all to see who she starts talking about. Her name is Melina Abdullah. Check it out.
Raise your hand. We'll stop the program and go right to her. Here she is. Okay, so sisters and brothers, what I'm going to do right now is make way for the vice presidential candidate of Dr. Cornel West. And we want to pay careful attention to this woman and this Black woman here right now. Her name is Professor Melina Abdullah. Professor Melina Abdullah is the national leader of Black Lives Matter, the grassroots operation with chapters all over this country.
Told y'all. Oh, I just had to do a little segue real quick and just show y'all how we ran Mr. N Cobra off the block. But let me spin the block and bring it back home. Did you hear what he just said? He said this was just this morning, fam. This right here, this went on. No, it was yesterday morning. Okay, this is about 24 hours old. He says the vice president selection for Cornel West is this lady named Melina Abdullah, and she is a Black Lives Matter. But what he say though? Notice what he says, fam. He says a Black Lives Matter grassroots. Anytime you see Black Lives Matter grassroots, that's the new rebranded Black Lives Matter. You have Pan-Africanism rebranded as Afro Descent, and you have BLM rebranded as Black Lives Matter grassroots. That's the difference. Notice, fam, the way they do it. They always rebrand something. Black Lives Matter, we ran them out the paint. We ran them off the block. Same way I ran dude with the sandals off the block, we ran Black Lives Matter off the block. Then they got exposed for taking all that money. They disappeared. Name me anybody else that can take literally millions of dollars, and it's known. It wasn't like maybe Black Lives Matter took the money. It wasn't like sort of Black Lives Matter took the money. It was known Black Lives Matter took millions of dollars. Nobody went to jail. You name me anybody. If you take $5, you going to jail. Black Lives Matter took literally hundreds of millions of dollars on the books, not to mention off the books, and nobody went to prison. Know why? Because they all got rebranded. So Black Lives Matter starts popping up at the Tether Reparations Convention. So Black Lives Matter has joined NCOBRA, has joined NARC, has joined the NAACP, and they're all tied in to the Tether Reparations Convention, the same one I crashed in November, same one I'm exposing right here today. Watch this, y'all. He shows you that she's Black Lives Matter, and watch the introduction, y'all.
Movement anywhere in the country. Make no mistake about it, that she is the only Muslim vice presidential candidate or the only Muslim ever to appear on a presidential ticket in the history of the United States of America. And Dr. Cornel West picked her as his vice presidential candidate. He has picked a Black woman. And let me tell you this, there's a long difference between the Honorable Kamala Harris, the vice president, and this vice presidential.
Did he say the Honorable Kamala Harris? Mrs. No, I ain't gonna do anything for black people. The Honorable? Proceed.
Pick. We'll hear why in a few moments. She's in her car. Well, why is she in her car and not here? Because she is fighting this struggle in real time, not on paper. She's about to head into a trial against the Los Angeles Police Department. She's been on trial for a week and has to appear before a judge right now.
For Dr. Cornel West, and Attorney Shabazz and I can both attest to how influential Dr. West has been on our lives, on my life as a scholar, as an undergrad at Howard University, is when I first came in contact with Dr. West, was deeply, deeply inspired by his work. At that point, Race Matters had just been released, and it was hugely influential on my work as a scholar as I went on to graduate school at University of Southern California and earned a PhD, really studying Black politics and Black power. I wish I were there with you in person, but as Attorney Shabazz shared, I'm sitting in my car outside the courthouse in Los Angeles. We're in our second week of trial. It looked like for a moment we were going to be able to get a break today and I was going to be able to be with you in person. West2024.com, CornelWest2024.com. It is what this campaign is about, is really understanding that the world as it's presented to us doesn't have to be the world that we accept. We don't even have to accept what they tell us our choices are, right? So the powers that be, white supremacist, patriarchal, heteronormative capitalism tells us.
Supremacist, patriarchal, heteronormal, what? What? She hasn't even spoke about reparations, y'all. Watch her continue to babble. But I'm going to tell y'all something. I want y'all to look out for this. I'm about to show you in about 10 seconds. Notice how she's speaking. But I want y'all to tell me what she brings up before reparations. She has not spoke about reparations. I had to fast forward this because she's babbling so much. I fast forwarded about 15 minutes. She never mentions reparations, but watch what she brings up.
That the only choices that we have are between the embodiment of evil. That's what Donald Trump represents. He is the embodiment of evil. And then Joe Biden, who my children and others call Genocide Joe, is funding and fueling a genocide, killing tens of thousands of people in the immediate and, hundreds of thousands of people in the long term. And we will not say that we're casting our ballots for either.
Stop. Notice how she just did the same thing that old boy did earlier. First thing she brought up was Palestine. The same way the person earlier brought up Palestine. This is a reparations convention, and you are talking about a ceasefire in Palestine. No way, shape, or form does she mention reparations. She immediately pivots on to Palestine.
Of them. And what this campaign is about saying we can choose something different. So we choose truth, justice, and love. Truth, justice, and love. The truth is that we could house everyone in this country if we weren't spending 62 cents out of every general fund dollar on the military, right? Out of every unrestricted dollar.
Talking about the military. Basically, she's talking about Gaza.
Dollar on the military, right? We could house everyone. We could have free higher education for all if we weren't spending our
free higher education for all lives matter,
dollars on genocide. And so
talking about genocide, talking about Palestine again.
This campaign is about saying, what if we recaptured the resources that we had and used it for the benefit of our people? Then we could have real economic justice, which means a $27 an hour federal minimum wage. But it also means saying, look, there is generational harm that's come from a country that's built on the stolen land of indigenous people.
The stolen land of indigenous people. Do y'all remember when Cornel West was on my show and he tried to correct me about stolen land, and I told him that we are the originals? Y'all remember that, right? Notice that she's doing the same talking point. Remember, he tells me, he says, wait a minute now, good brother Black Alpha, when you wait 1 minute now, we may have gave the culture, but not the land. And I said, whoa, no, this land is our land. We're the indigenous people. We are the originators. I told him straight up like that. And he was like, good point now. You made a point. And I said, no, that's the main point. Notice how she said the same thing. So she talked about ceasefire. She started talking about Palestine. She started talking about the military, which is still talking about Palestine. Then she started talking about indigenous people, which means the red Indian and not foundational Black Americans. So nothing about reparations, none about reparations, none about reparations, none about reparations, and nothing about reparations. But this is a reparations convention. No, it is a Tether convention, exactly what the title and the broadcast of this show says, because we know that these people are on that type of time. Checkmate. As we proceed.
By the stolen labor and lives of our African ancestors through the system of chattel slavery. So economic justice absolutely requires reparations. And we mean real reparations. We mean, yes, the truth of telling how this country was built, but also
keep saying reparation, but where's the dollar amount? Y'all notice they ain't bring up a dollar amount, right? This whole thing is about reparations, reparations, reparations. Yep, indigenous, and reparations. Where the dollar amount? You just saying reparations, fam. Just saying reparations ain't good enough. Tell me the money. Tell me who qualifies. Okay? Tell me where the consensus is. She just keeps saying reparations, but ain't telling nobody.
Also, we mean economic justice in the sense that if you stole, which they did, the resources that came from our forebears, then those goods have to be returned. Those resources have to be returned in the form of reparations. And so we mean
reparations in the form of what? Hugs, kisses, Uber ride, DoorDash, what? Be specific. This is the reparations generation. Family, look how further advanced we are than they are. Listen.
Real reparations. And I believe we're the only presidential ticket to say that we want real reparations. And under a West Abdullah presidency, we will have real reparations.
She just said, listen how many times she just said that. Real reparations. One more time. Real reparations. You will get real reparations. I woke up thinking about real reparations. If you vote, you'll get real reparations. Ding, ding. Who's at the door? Real reparations. The phone rings. Real reparations. Everything she just said was about real reparations, but she didn't say nothing about the reparations dollar amount. She didn't say anything about how much it's going to cost. She didn't say anything about us actually getting it and who qualifies. This shows you, again, the type of time that they are on. She mentioned reparations just in vague terms. They don't tell you reality. I know people on Twitter who have better reparations plans than her and Cornel West. Let's be real. You're being vague on purpose. Why are you being vague on purpose? Because you know when you get there, you're going to start talking about all lives matter. You're going to start talking about Afro descendants. That is what you're seeing. That right there was the Tether Reparations Committee, the convention, and we all know exactly what we expected. It was the same thing it was the first time. Nonsense, irrelevant, canceled, deleted, erased, and FBA, we standing on business. We are, like the beginning of this episode I showed you, we are the only qualified, certified reparations movement in the United States of America. If it does not say Black grassroots, if it does not say foundational Black American, it is deemed irrelevant, don't have nothing to do with it, and if you see them, run them out the paint. Because these folks is out here playing with us, family. They out here playing games, and we not on that. We rejecting all those terms that they throw at us. We know what they're going to try to do. We know what they on. We see exactly the type of energy that they're trying to create, and therefore, we are doing what we need to do to get it all the way out. Fam, this is it. This is it right now. It's time, y'all. It's time. This is it. It's here. It's here. I'm not even going to say the talking is over, okay? I'm not even going to say that. That's cliche. What I'm going to say, we need to put this action into another level. If you got a little bit of extra energy, you got to get it out of you. You got to get, if you got a friend, you got somebody close to you, somebody's on code, and you can get a little more out of them, we got to do it. It's going to take a lot more that we have together to get to where we're going. 2024, this ain't one of them years where it's the most important election of our life based upon voting for the Democrats. No, it is the most important election of our lives because we have the power to cancel all of these Democrat and Republican plantations. We got them all out the paint. That couch is powerful. That couch can get it done, but it's time now, y'all. It is time. We are in May. We've been speaking right here. All of my new subscribers, certified salute. All of my original day one riders, certified salute. But you guys all know I've been gearing up for this Black American summer. I've been telling everybody this summer will go down in history. I'm telling you, every single thing you do will be remembered forever. They will always look back on 2023 and 2024, particularly 2024, because it's an election season. But we use the momentum. But it's time now, y'all. It is time to go. You feel me? We got to continue to put in work. I'm not one of the people saying we needs to put in work. We already doing it. All we got to do is take what we've been doing and just go up another level. They say there's levels to this. Let's crank it up a notch. It's already in us. We are the people that have never failed. How do you know foundational Black Americans have never failed? Family, if foundational Black Americans failed, we wouldn't be here. Our very existence, the fact that we can conversate, the fact that we can speak to each other, we can build and we can network, that shows you that we are winners. If we were to have ever lost before, there would be no FBA. The fact is, there is an FBA. We're stronger than ever, and we whooping everybody. That lets you know that we are on game ever, more than ever. So what we have to do, y'all, we got to continue this energy, this vibe, crank the frequency up. It is the Black American Summer, Couch 2024. I see you, Miriam. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. This is all about us. May, June, July, August. I'm a Leo, so I love me some August. This is where we are going to make our print. This is where nobody's going to knock us off. The Afro's descendants, okay? The Cobras, the Narcs. We're going to continue to put in work until they're done. This is microphone check season. Certified salute to the documentary because it's about to be out. This weekend, I'm telling you, you're going to blink, y'all. And then we're going to go through and we're going to say, damn, what a year that was. We said it was going to be a year, and then we did it. We basically called the shot, and then we watched it happen. But it's time. It is time. It has reached here, fam. All of us together, we're going to be the ones who make it happen. We're going to be the ones who get it done. Yes, indeed, payroll, FBA the champions. Let me catch that. Yeah, let me catch that all day. Yes, indeed. It's going to be all of us standing together. I personally cannot wait to see all of you in Washington, D.C. at the Rally for Reparations. I cannot wait to see y'all. It's going to be a whole weekend, and we're going to take over the whole weekend, all right? We're going to go there as FBA from all 50 states. I said it's going to be a lot of different accents. It's going to be a lot of different people talking, but we all going to meet up together, and we going to shine. It's all eyes on us, and we're going to put on a show. Yes, we are. And also, like we said, microphone check is popping up all across this country. You're also going to have the Democratic and Republican national conventions. We're going to spin all of this around, and then we're going to find ourselves on election night. And election night just happens to be on a Tuesday. It's Black Alpha Tuesday, so I'm going to see you guys all right here. But family, let's go get them. Let's put in work. Let's do what we do best, which is win. We win in style. I love y'all with a passion. This is FBA. Don't let nobody make you drop that flag so Mr. Tetherman and Mutombo can pick it up. Mr. Tetherman, Mutombo, or whoever you are, Burrito, I don't give a damn. You stay where you are. You do what you doing. And foundational Black Americans are going to do what we've always done, and that is win. This is the reparations generation. They are going to speak about us forever. I promise you. Same way we look back and we see Dr. Martin Luther King. Same way we look back, we see Malcolm X. They're going to be looking back on all of us. Only difference about this era, though, is, fam, it's not a person here and a person here and a person here. It's a collective. It's the whole grassroots. They're not going to look back on one leader. They're not going to look back on one pillar. They're going to look back on everybody. And they're going to say, that is the generation that saved the day. That's the generation that turned it all around. That's the generation that ran every op out the paint, put in that work, and did it certified style. That is not only a promise, that is a guarantee. And we got the receipts to show it, y'all. So y'all be safe, man. Y'all be good. Y'all stay vigilant. Certified salute. I see all y'all in the chat. Let me tell you something before we rock out. Family, this channel right here, Black Alpha Network, in the next 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, all throughout Black American Summer. If you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, because I'm telling you guys, we have some stuff lined up. I've been doing some real serious working. I've been grinding, and I told everybody before, I'm going to take this Black activism to a whole nother height, and the whole Black grassroots is going to come, and I got the energy to do it. I'm going to take it to a whole nother level, and I'm going to do it, and I need all of you guys to stand right next to me, because I'm going to stand right next to you, and the whole Black family tree, we're going to put it down, because we are the foundation. So subscribe to this channel, because we're about to see something that's never been seen before. People that we spoke of before, we got them lined up. Things that we said we was going to do, we going to do. And then we're going to take all that to a whole nother level. It is truly going to be all about us, and it is truly going to be a wonderful time. They say it's a beautiful time to be alive, right? Let me go ahead and update that and take it to another level. It's a beautiful time to be alive, but it's even more beautiful if you're alive and you're a foundational Black American. That part. Love y'all, man. Y'all stay good. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay vigilant. Love you with a passion. And always remember, from Black Alpha Network, Black is beautiful, and beautiful is always Black. Peace and love. One love.
Everybody knows that all the people don't have liberties, all the people don't have freedom, all the people don't have justice, and all the people don't have power, so that means none of us do.